So yes, this one is smaller, but looks
Females
better.
usually get around what, like 110,
Yeah.
something like that. I was gonna say.
And they
it's
can
almost
be
like a-
bigger.
Yeah. He's still a pretty boy though.
Oh yeah.
He's brindled too.
Yep, brindled.
That's awesome. I love Great
He's a
Danes,
good looking
man.
dog. Like he's got a good neck and head on him.
Yeah.
Boxy head. He looks pretty muscular, but very lean.
How old is he?
He's 5.
5. Okay.
Okay, he's fully grown.
So there's no rhyme or reason to tonight. I've spent a lot of time over the last like 2 weeks lifting, and so I've pulled, but it's been more like a competition pull. I haven't really gotten a chance to like spar or like work on technique stuff.
Okay.
So that was my idea for today. Edo is on his way.
Cool.
D'Anthony is on his way. And then there's a gentleman who was at Arizona's Finest who had a match. His name is Chris Fonseca. He's about 100 and he's about a little smaller than me.
Okay.
And one of the best arm wrestlers that I know for his age. He's just very smart. He's just really naturally gifted as far as re-gripping, technical movement, staying tight, moving as a unit. And it sucks because he just doesn't have a lot of training partners because he's not a big dude. So he's gonna come, and I think that's it.
How old is he?
Mid-20s, I think.
Okay.
Young 20s, maybe.
He's like Joseph's age.
He might be younger than, he might be 19, 20, I have no idea. But I've known him for about a year. He's a good kid, and
It's cool.
I invited some of the other stronger guys, but a lot of them are either have something else going on, or they pulled yesterday with Eric. Steve and Tim weren't going to be able to make it today, so just wanted to just kind of keep it, keep it light and easy. 2 tables. If anybody wants to get into any of the stuff, just let me know. We'll pull it out.
Cool.
So it's not up against the wall, but I just had everything shoved away, so we can kind of just focus on practice.
We pulled Thursday, didn't we? Here, or
Yeah. Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
How you feel?
Good.
Warm up. Do we have a chop on this?
No.
Yeah. it's very-
Well, there's that one, put that one for that table, and then this one keeps for this one. So that each table has a chop. Just don't break this. Just leave it. I know, let's leave it a block, right?
I need to just get a block, man. I bought one of those
They come-
bags.
oh.
It's nice. Like you just.
Oh, I
but it's
understand.
like it's not enough, man.
I'll buy the solid blocks for $3.50 or something like
On
that,
Amazon.
and then they end up breaking. I get
Yeah,
that, but
yeah.
Well, if people crush them, they will.
Right. Yeah, if you just.
I will say they're pretty easy to break. Still. Got 2.
Yeah, my elbows are pretty fried.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, like a couple days after we practice, my
Yeah.
buddy Nick, he doesn't really arm wrestle, but I've been kind of just showing him like a few things, just, so he has more of an idea. He's a big guy, he's like 260, 6'3". So, just messing around pulling with him, man, regardless if he knows really
Yeah.
how to or not,
Yeah, for real.
kind of beats me up, so.
For real. Yeah, and I also do sometimes forget, like, you're my boy, and I invite you to these practices with people who've been pulling for like 2 years, 3 years, and I'm like, I forget you're still in your first year.
I want that though, man.
But so there's just a lot of recovery that comes with that. You know what I mean? It's basically
It's
the whole
slowly
journey.
getting
is
better
that,
though.
you know what I
It's
mean?
slowly getting better. The first couple months were brutal.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I couldn't lift.
Yeah.
I want to lift, man, and just wasn't so much the weight. It's the control.
Hey, you're talking to the right person.
Because your tendons and your ligaments are just done, man.
Just a slow slip.
I literally had to get used to just anytime I have table time or anything, I go in and I lift real light for a week or so.
Right.
You know?
I hear Edo. Is that who I hear?
No, it's
Does it work?
yeah.
So it was just like a few months ago where I feel like I made a transition where I'm not pulling at a practice and then out of commission for almost 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, in my opinion, practices take more out of you than anything else because it's fun.
Yeah.
When it's competition, you're so like worried about winning, and there's so many other things going on. Your table time in total is like
It's very
5
short.
minutes.
Yeah.
In total, unless you have to pull.
Yeah.
And if you don't have to pull, you leave the tournament, you're like, well, I'm fresh.
Yeah, you lose from one guy or something,
Or
and then
2
you're
guys,
done.
that's it.
Yeah, you're
You know what I
done,
mean?
man.
But when it comes to practices, you're voluntarily beating yourself up over and over and over and over again on purpose for a reason, but nonetheless, you're going to feel that way more. You know?
That first practice you ever invited me to, man,
Yeah.
I was so done how long I went that day, dude, because I was so tore up, man. Because you kept telling me, like, hey, man, take it easy. It's your first time. I'm like, I feel great.
Right.
Let's keep going.
Right.
No.
Hold on one second.
I was in so much pain, man.
Do you do the blood flow stuff? Like immediately after practice?
You mean just,
Super lightweight and like reps of 21 or greater.
so you're not meaning directly after practice, you mean like a day
No,
later kind of
next
thing?
day. Next day.
Yeah, I mean, I started doing that, like kind of just real lightweight,
Yeah.
kind of get, you know,
So-
blood
Flair?
flow.
For me, it's
like
automatic.
fucking battling or what?
No, it's practice. Just lift weights. That kind of shit. How about you? Joe too?
Fucking working too much.
I hear that. All you guys doing that. Christian just left, and he said to leave the gate open for some dude that's in there working.
Oh yeah, there's a dude from Verizon in there.
Right. He's like, so we don't trap him in here. And I was like, I'll close it if you want.
Yeah, he's scripting all the fucking radios before they go to the site. That
Oh.
It's all got all the software and shit.
Word.
You know?
Damn, dude probably makes a hot dollar then.
Oh, yeah, I mean, they make alright money, the fucking integrators.
Yeah, that's what it's called, integrator?
Yeah.
Interesting. That's cool. Shit, bro, good to
They
see you,
work
man.
a fuck ton of hours though, man.
Oh, I bet.
Motherfuckers work day and night and day and night. They'll be stuck on sites for like fucking 20, 30 hours.
Damn.
Yeah,
No, thank you.
It's fucking ridiculous.
There's a point like having a life or money, you know what I mean?
And then they'll run into shit.
Yeah.
They'll run into shit where it's like, oh, well, it's not taking the script, something's wrong, and they'll have to kick the script back, and then the fucking coders will fucking adjust the script and send it back to them.
Well,
And it has to be
It's also
done.
like a challenge for them too, so once they feel challenged, they're like, alright, I gotta figure this out.
Yeah, as long as they don't get mad.
Yeah.
I get too much of a challenge, I'm like, shit.
See you, bro. Same thing, slow slip.
Yeah, I'm just picking up a bunch of side work now, man.
Cricky crack leak there. Is it your wrist? Is it your wrist?
I don't know, I can't hear it.
There's something at the very end of your formation. But that's why I do this, is because a lot of the times you'll do like the normal warm up, and then you get to like a pull with someone else, and then
you give it the
you pull on your finger, like it's like, oh, dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you can do it controlled a little bit, it makes it a lot easier once it happens. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much automatic. I'll pull here today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow there are like a set of 8 or 9 exercises. No, go for it. That I do, like 3 or 4 sets off each.
Yeah.
It's all 21 reps.
21 reps, just
So
real,
like
real
I'll do
light.
JM presses. I don't know if you've heard of them. It's like in between benching and skull crushers. So
Okay.
like you grab the bar like you're gonna do close grip bench press.
Yeah.
Instead of going down to like right here, you go to your neck, which is super awkward. So you like
That's
doing
super
this.
awkward, yeah.
So like right immediately you feel pressure right here.
Yeah.
If your elbows are what hurts after pulling, which
Yeah.
that's what hurts for me. For me it's almost never my hand or my wrist, almost ever. It's
Yeah.
always my elbows.
Yeah.
So JM presses, you know, like tricep extensions, and then the regular arm wrestling stuff. Like I'll do cupping motions, always with lat,
Yeah.
but again, super lightweight.
I think I get a
Like
lot.
something you could rep out like 50 times, even more. That's the type of weight I use.
Yeah, it's very.
And then I go a little, if I'm feeling like, okay, that was way too light, and I'm not hurting, I'll add more weight.
Another thing that you've got to realize that it's for
is it's
And like, I use bands so much
Yeah.
now, just even on the table, man.
Lightning strikes twice.
You'd never believe it, right?
You see
It's
what,
only because I involved.
you see
I
what,
invited.
you see what losing does to me?
Okay, you should lose more then.
That itch.
Who else is coming? D'Anthony, and then a guy named Chris Fonseca, who was one of the super matches at Arizona's Finest,
Okay.
and he's a lighter guy. That's it.
Cool. I
Hey,
just
so I-
accepted a super match.
I looked at your match. Dude, that's fucked up.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
That guy texted me today. He wants a match with D'Anthony.
David?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I don't know. I feel like he's actually pretty damn fucking decent. Dude.
No, I do too.
I don't think he's bad, because he got 4th overall at the elimination
Yeah.
match at the end of that.
He also told me he's completely different right and left. And I also
I
personally
went
think-
left with him after.
I partially think that I fed Josh to the wolves.
It's
I
alright.
didn't know
Sometimes
that.
it needs to
The
happen.
dude's from Cottonwood, and so I give no data on him. I have no
Yeah,
idea how
exactly.
strong he is, who he's pulled
Well,
before.
dude,
All
he's
I
a
knew-
hunter, so I like, that's a tough boy right
Yeah.
there. He's a semi-mechanic. I'm a mechanic, I work on fucking semi-trucks. Like, he's a strong dude.
I mean, you also kind of messed up with your setup, and you were kind of.
Well, he doesn't even have one, and that's why I'm saying he's so new that I want him to come to me
Well,
to learn one.
He was just.
Boom! You know
Yeah.
how me and you were talking last time though, and I kind of figured this, like, so the first thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to pronate, and I think, like, that's a problem. Like, I needed the hook to try to catch his hook and then
Right.
go to pronate, and I wasn't doing that. I was trying to pronate right off the bat, and I don't think my pronation was strong enough. I
Probably
didn't
not.
catch his hook.
Probably not. There's a mixture between hand control
Yeah.
and static pronation that allows you hand control.
I still don't know if I would have been able to catch him, to be
I don't
honest
think
with
so.
you. Like, if I would have hooked,
I
I
don't
still
think
think he had
so.
too much
He-
power.
I don't
man.
think so. Yeah. I
He
don't think
was, because I weighed in at 162 and he was weighing in at like 178 or something like that. He told me, which, I mean, it's 20 pounds, but
so.
still.
You're taller than him.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
If I would have figured out, it would have made a little bit of a difference. Go ahead and just go through your motions.
Like,
Just slow.
just
Just pin it, slow. And same thing I was telling them is there's no rhyme or reason to today. So if you want to play with any
Just
stuff,
chill, man.
you want to pull, you can, whatever you want to do.
Hey, you left me off there.
Do you have a PR?
120,
What was it?
the wrist flexion.
With that guy?
Yeah.
Is that the?
Me and Sid did 120. for
Oh, okay. I
my
didn't know
match.
you did it too.
Oh, yeah.
Did anybody do higher than that?
I
120?
don't think so.
I don't think so, right?
120 was really.
Okay, will you do me a favor and add your name to that then? And erase the 120?
What's that?
Oh, I don't have a, what's it called? Marker here. I'll get a marker. I didn't know
That's
that.
all good. Dude.
You know what, but I'll be honest with you, it's not a PR because
not.
all three of you guys could probably do more.
Ah,
I bet you guys could do 125. If you did for 4, then you can do 125 for 1.
didn't we do multiple? Didn't you do like 3 reps?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, same thing, yeah.
And also, there's a big difference between like what you were doing too, like at one of the
Yeah,
sets,
that's
you
like-
like went all the way back.
That feels good.
And brought it back, like what's really a
I'm
wrist
just working
flexion?
my wrist, man.
I think a lot of
If we're gonna
what it is
establish,
in
like,
this one, you're so.
Yours and shit like that.
There's
War.
heels.
Okay,
I
what's
broke
the
this arm a couple
You should
times.
probably
I don't know
stand
if that
up
makes a
beside your
difference,
OB,
Yeah, I can.
but like my
more
arm
than
is
that.
stronger on the side.
Yeah, it
Hand
feels
control,
awesome.
not as
Because I was
much.
trying to do
I have more
one
wrist
and I
control
was
than
like,
right, because my dominant
I was gonna say, it probably feels
after
more
that, my
fluid.
wrist.
Yeah.
So because it's stronger.
This arm feels stronger,
I
so.
think so.
Yeah, that's interesting. Good to know.
I don't know, you look more comfortable
Yeah,
with
you feel real strong in the left, dude.
in that.
Very connected.
I'm pretty good. Dude, I'm so stoked. My new workplace has free protein shakes.
Oh yeah.
So like, so what that
That's
is?
why you're looking fat.
Dude, there's this thing called the Facebook 20 where like if you work for Meta, because they have free breakfast and free lunch and all the snacks and you can eat all the drinks and it's all free. Everybody gains weight.
It's awesome.
I bet.
Well,
Like,
it's
it's
free
nice.
shit.
Everybody's favorite word.
You're gonna get massive, wrong kind of massive.
I could say I gained weight.
I work
for
from
like,
home, man,
two
so.
years.
I quit my office job 3 years ago and worked from home since, and I went from 205 to 245.
Yeah, boy.
But
Well,
I
you're at home.
immediately, well, but I immediately started working out too.
Yeah.
So really, the weight gain was also because of
No,
getting involved.
there's like no, good? Yeah, there's no, slap.
You want to scratch some wrist stuff today?
Sure.
Sure.
I was gonna pull some. So you said you're still hurt?
Hurt? Yeah, last week I pulled like 3 or 4 times, and then I pulled again on Saturday.
With John, right?
Yeah, I pulled at the local dojo, and then Erica's like, "Hey man, John is on his way." I'm like, "All right, say less."
I think I'm gonna go to the local dojo this weekend, this Sunday.
It's just a pain in the ass getting there.
It is.
You know,
Oh,
you
you
live
live
like
like
going to get it.
10 minutes away, driving down
That
here. is like
Brandon
a
guy
full
went
fucking-
against.
Oh, Joe
This is
Oliver?
your
The little short
Yeah,
dude.
and he's getting stronger, dude.
Well, he is, right? He got me pretty good, but left at the state fair.
Yeah.
He put up a fight, dude. And like, he told me for like a month after that, his arm was pretty tore up for
I'm
me.
gonna just train my wrist.
I think, because that was my first competition.
Right.
What do you,
But I feel like I could go with him, and I think I could take him, honestly. I mean, he's strong, but he's real short.
Right,
Start
well,
with that.
if you think you can take his left,
Yeah, I think it's left.
then you should try Cambrell.
Cause
Small,
he
short, black kid.
beat Cambrell, didn't he?
That's what I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
the last competition.
And technically Cambrell is a left-handed specialist, like he's not right-handed. He trains John with a left-handed.
Dude, I mean, that was that match where me and him just kept going back and forth on left.
Yeah.
Where like, he almost got me to the pad, like 3 or 4 different, he got me, but it took him
What
a
do you think of
minute.
this? It's like Octavian posting this, "Oh, I got the left 154 belt. Come and take it," or something like that. Well, it's like Joseph's way better, man.
Well, you know that Joseph gave him that belt. I didn't know that.
That's, what is,
Yeah, I saw that Octavian.
yeah, but it's like,
How strong is he really?
Octavian, he's alright.
You know,
He's strong,
He's not number 1,
but no, no.
he's probably like number 4.
Good, good.
It's just us and we got one more that's coming.
Cool.
Ed, if you want waters, there's waters in this.
Oh, dude, I brought my liquid death.
Oh, my man, you
Really
copped
did.
that. We need the fridge. for
I
that.
remember when I first saw those come out, I was like, I gotta have that.
Drag.
Yeah,
Try
it's,
thinking about
you
keeping-
can
yeah,
feel
this is
really
close to
great
when you
drinking
move.
tap water from the.
It starts to separate.
I'm just
From
gonna
that.
say, is that
Yeah.
water?
It's just tap
Good,
water.
good, good, good. That elbow inside
It's
your
actually
body.
worse tasting
Yeah,
than
man,
regular
you're
water.
doing that. Exactly. Those are just smaller
Does it have
distance.
the girth?
See, those are the
I
little
thought
things
it's
I
like,
gotta
my
get.
mind said.
But you
I
can
felt
only do
stuck,
that.
but as soon as I did
Yeah, I was
that,
And you can only do that in
Come
practice.
on, man.
yeah.
You're not gonna have time to do it in competition. You can't do it with weights.
No.
You know what I mean? So that's why I say table time is so
That felt
important.
good.
What's that,
I
Al?
don't know what I think of that. Nothing.
Let's see, what do we got?
No Lewis, no Tim, no.
No, they're, say that to the camera.
No Lewis, no Tim.
Where are they at though? Oh, Steve?
I hit up Steve, I was like, are you gonna show up? He said, I'm gonna try.
No, they all pulled pretty predominantly the last 3 weeks.
Oh, they're just
Weekends
kinda
in
rested
Washington State, then they went to New Jersey. You know what I mean?
True.
So it was a lot.
That makes sense.
Sorry.
Understand that.
Why did Joseph give him the belt?
Please.
Why did Joseph give
You pretty much just
Octavian?
let him win, right, in the competition to win that belt?
Yeah.
But why?
Here,
Yeah, because obviously Joseph.
Like if somebody let me win, I'd be like, no.
Well, yeah, because you don't feel like it's yours.
Yeah. This brings me back to the memory of I had when I used to like wrestle
Yeah.
or like. 8
Okay,
years
I will give you one example of how that worked out in the other way. Shout out to my boy, who I'm gonna see tonight, Adam Silver. So we at Washington State, I decided to pull 220s open, right and left, and then I decided to pull 242s amateur, right and left. And the reason was because Adam Silver and Louis Horvath were in that class. And those are my 2 friends. I very rarely get to pull them. Matter of fact, I don't know if I've ever gotten to pull Louis in competition prior to that.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to. And so I put my name down on the list. The 242 opens was only that Georgian dude and Tim. So I was like, I'm not gonna pull 242s
Yeah,
open.
what's
Like, what's the point? Right?
Everybody ran away.
Right. So when we get up to it, my first match was Lewis. My
Nice.
and I fucking lose to Lewis. Battle, what it was, I missed the go. My left hand was a battle with Lewis. With my right hand, I missed the go, completely just get flashed. I'm like, damn. So I walk away. I get a win right-handed against Aaron Castillo. That's the one I set you.
Yeah.
And then my next one was Adam Silver, which I've pulled Adam Silver in practices before, and he's given me hell. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like I'm giving him a little bit too much, and then I get caught in a bad position that I can't get out of, right?
It takes it.
So I'm like getting up to the table.
He's got good side pressure.
Adam's my friend. I'm like, I started like grabbing his hand, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking crush you. I was like, I felt so strong, and he just didn't have like a setup for competition. Then I realized I was like, I'm gonna bang you. And he'd already lost one, and he wasn't pulling opens. So I was like, you're gonna go 0-2, and I'm gonna beat you in 242 amps. I was like, I don't feel good about it. So I straight up played with him up top, and came down here, and I just let him win. I shook his hand, and I went away. And everybody like runs up to the stage like, are you okay? Like, did you just get injured? What the fuck happened? All this shit. Adam's looking at me all weird and shit. And so I explained it to him. I was like, you get to pull more now.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm already getting to pull.
now you're on
I'm
the
already
side
getting to pull and
and
open.
stuff, yeah.
You know what I mean? I already get to pull more. You don't get to pull it.
I was like, I got real strong.
No. I wanted. You were using this?
Not really. That's why I said, don't even
Fucking
pull.
game changer. Check this out.
Hold.
Oh, so that thing's all around that hand grip?
I love side pressure, but I hate that machine.
It's not really, I don't really consider it side pressure. Bro.
Well,
What do you consider
It's
it?
static, like, there is no.
What do you consider it?
I mean, I always think of side pressure as like that.
Oh, sliding your elbow sideways,
Yeah.
not,
Not pinning. Not going.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
To
I
me,
get
that's
that.
a really good press simulator.
Yeah, I can definitely.
And then it also will help your static center table strength. But there are certain angles that you'll get to on that where you very rarely use in arm wrestling. But the beauty of like styles on that is, like I said, you can press or you can open hand top roll on that. Like I can straight up
Yeah, I can see how you. Yeah.
just put your foot under.
Yeah.
Put your foot under. You have to hold on. No, the other foot. Both of them. Both of them. You see what I mean?
Is it
You're
not gonna fall
forced. No. Just make sure that you're rotating it correctly. But yeah.
'Cause I think.
Is Aiden
That's what I mean.
wrestling? Is he still training?
No.
That's a top roll.
Yeah.
That's not a press.
I mean, that's cool.
That's a top. You know what I mean?
Like, he messes around at school with his friends and stuff.
Does he beat his friends?
He beats most of his friends now.
He should.
Definitely.
Arm wrestling is like for like an older person who's like can't do anything.
Someone's getting a
else.
phone call.
I don't know.
Wifey. Wifey's calling somebody.
I don't know. I remember.
I think that's
being a
Johnny.
Really skinny kid.
Johnny, I think your wife's calling you.
Oh.
I think that's your phone.
Beating like guys that were 50, 80, 100 pounds more than me, and I knew nothing about it.
This doesn't easily go to the left side, does it?
Oh, it does.
Oh, it does.
So, do you have your like wrist like the form right here on the pad, or do I need to have my elbow on the table, or doesn't matter?
See the videos I saw. Is this like the first one of the first ones?
I do just a little bit past. Because for you, your hand is
Pull
gonna
out.
take a lot of work.
It's supposed to be
Which-
like.
You took me a lot of work too. For me, it was even worse because I never did hard labor in my life.
Yeah.
No, that's all
I didn't even like gardening.
right. I can use this one.
Oh, break, so you can feel up for going.
Yeah, I don't like gardening.
Oh,
I think I get a lot of like my wrist and hand strength probably just from working on cars for a long time, but
Okay. Hey, we started in the middle.
I'm
of
telling you though,
the
that kid I went
season.
against, man, like, we're like the same age.
It's hard to
He
tell
was
like
strong, man.
I don't know.
it's hard to tell like what his level was just because you kind of gave everything up.
I did. I felt like I had nothing.
Yeah, that's
You're
not.
just getting old, you know?
It's
We
not
gotta-
really
we gotta warm
indicative.
up properly.
It's not really indicative of where you are.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
On break.
I mean, even like, cause you're so new, I wouldn't even be messing with matches. Like, there's no point.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like getting into them just because I kind of see where I'm at, but
Yeah, it's fun.
yeah,
Like, I always think of
I feel like it gives
wrestling-
me a little bit more like want.
Yeah.
I mean, like even though I lost that match for the guy, it was like one of those things where it's like, all right, well, I'll go against you later, dude.
Oh, you know what, you didn't get injured, so.
Exactly, I'll go against you.
I
I did after pulls with him though, and he had a little bit more trouble with me, like, obviously.
You're gonna have to take this
But
off.
obviously it wasn't a hit, like a go. We were kind of messing around, so.
Should we want to pull? We won't come to work out?
I wanna pull.
We'll do right or left. You start with. Okay.
Josh. Straps.
Yes.
Okay.
Where'd my little strap go? Gonna put it on?
We're gonna have to shove it after we do this.
Absolutely. Okay, so whoever's hand the buckle is on
Okay.
is going to get their wrist strap
I'm not
first.
sure, I don't get that one once.
So everything you do, pull tight.
Doesn't matter where I'm at,
It's not like right here.
Well, it does, but it's not up to you.
it's up to the
them.
ref,
That's how
right?
it's supposed
No,
to
it's
be.
up to them.
Up to them?
Yeah, so
Okay.
if they want to lie on their wrist, they can.
Okay.
If they want to.
It's like showing us some
bring it to the
participation
top.
trophy.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
there's
you
clearly
Yeah,
go
like
around
you're
here.
not
So
five
you
or
go
six
around me
maybe,
here,
if you're lucky.
and then you
Yeah.
leave a space
I
here
feel like.
Okay.
so that you can reach your other hand through and grab. Now pull tight as hard.
He has some like.
And now pull this one up as well. At the same time, pull both.
Yeah, I'm still
So
here.
pull it up or
Yeah,
down?
I'm still here.
Pull both
Like,
towards you.
nobody gives a shit.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay.
Nobody cares about
Now
it.
keep that tension,
Right, it's just,
pull
it's
this
just
up,
local arm wrestling.
Okay.
and then you go over towards him
Yeah,
so
I
that
saw
the
that,
buckle
like-
ends over here. You don't want it on his index knuckle.
I didn't call out.
Okay,
So when you pull it down, you want it to be there.
Okay.
Does that make
There's some
sense?
stuff
Yeah.
that I think.
And
is-
now
And
just
then make
go-
these people help you. So like close your thumbs,
Yeah.
create tension here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
The middle one, do it back over.
Yeah.
Or like, on
It's
the,
kinda-
Yeah, that's the whole
It's
point.
kinda weird
That's
to-
the difference between a good ref and a bad ref
Really
and straps is keeping the tension
oh, let's
tight.
have a match. He's like, nah.
It's hard.
This
It's one of the hardest things to do.
It's like Dustin, bro.
Yeah.
But it's not only that, this for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
So then you can take it
Yeah,
all
he does
over.
that shit.
And I was like.
Now, when it gets to this point, I let
Everyone
us
have a
talk.
match
You
right
tie,
now?
okay,
It's gonna be
so
one
just
of
get
those-
it in there, then you can just crank on
What
it.
day do you think
Okay.
so I can lead up to it? He goes,
So I did
you
not
know,
set
I'm
up
really
for
just
it.
trying to bulk right now, and I'm really.
Well,
What is
Oh,
that?
teaching them
This is how
now.
the ref tied you guys up, so, right?
That's so annoying.
Okay, you're losing this.
Big time, big time, big time.
They signed me up for a match versus Eric in February.
Who did?
My brother messages me saying, "Oh, you have a match versus Eric in February?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So Aaron Barden just put it on his event.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he did ask me. So I go into like their chat, and I'm like, I haven't agreed to anything, and I know they're not going to use.
kept seeing.
Not only that, but you know that Eric is going to the Philippines with us in February.
Yes, none of this makes sense,
That's what I mean.
and they're not going to use professional refs.
No, they're not,
So
because
it's
they don't
like-
have them, unless you want Donald Watson to be your head ref.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Donald's. No.
Tight.
Yeah.
Love you.
All right.
I agreed to a match.
In February?
Yeah.
Against who?
Oh, fuck. Some tall.
Who's here?
Heavyweight guy.
Wait, at the press cut event?
What?
When are you having your match?
In February.
At
Whatever
the-
it's gonna be.
Is that the Aaron Barden event?
Yeah.
It's in Prescott.
Yeah.
Prescott. Who is it with? What's his name?
Yeah.
Last name is Lydon or Leiden.
Oh, Michael Leiden.
Michael Leiden, yeah. That guy's
The
pretty
one that
good.
went up against Ben Freeman.
He's a lefty?
Yeah.
Only a lefty?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I agreed to a left-hand match because he didn't want to have a right hand.
It'll be a good match.
How do you know?
Oh, good, man.
Yeah.
I'm a little.
Never pulled Michael. I have.
Not from the last practice, so I did that, and then my
Left-handed,
buddy,
no.
we were messing around, and he's a big dude,
Yeah.
and he doesn't really have like a background.
Lot of drag,
wrestling. I was just kind of showing him like little things,
Yeah.
like that you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
And so me and him
I don't know.
are
first
wrestling a
time we
whole
just pulled,
bunch.
not
He's
this
like
time, the one
260,
before that.
6'3". So he's giving me like all the
I
fight
thought
in
I
the
had
world,
everything.
he's like my buddy.
Yeah.
Well, you
So
had
I just
everything in
put my elbows up pretty
in the hand.
Yeah.
But then once you start to go,
I know.
there's some areas that start to like,
practice, so.
Yeah, you definitely
disconnects.
had me, yeah, like.
I mean, regardless if he really knows, he's just like.
hold on,
extra
I'm just
dude,
gonna
so-
see if there's some kid walking around up there looking for us.
Exactly, like, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, you know, I tell him, keep your elbows closed, none of it, you know, you got your,
But yes, I
Big
saw that.
goats.
So like Eric and.
I actually have one guy
just
that
automatically.
will start bringing to like some of the practices. My buddy Kyle, man,
Aaron.
he's huge. He's like 6'1".
That actually really makes me laugh, Ed.
And dude, he's
I'm glad you told me that. Straight up.
I would
Straight
assume
up.
if I was you,
He really wants
that
to
you're
get
into
into
it
Yeah.
like crazy, and he'll get away with it.
I'm like, you
So I would also
without
plan to cheat.
having
Well,
ready to
and once again, no offense to whoever it is,
Just come and see what we do.
but I mean,
Yeah.
it was the very first
But
thing
he's
I
like
thought
been
about
doing
the
my
state
state
fair
fair
conversation. I
And
was
after he
like,
saw
I get
that-
away with whatever the fuck I want now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're gonna foul me out?
So automatically.
You're gonna foul me out of the match?
Right,
Probably
right,
not.
right, right,
Did you
right.
Probably not.
I wrestled a little
I don't
bit,
think
man.
people realize it is
Honestly,
the
that was-
fundamentally hardest thing to do in life.
For real.
Realize that your
That's
job
what gives me this sense
is
of,
to
like,
foul that
wrestling.
motherfucker
I
out.
love wrestling. I wrestled
Because if
for
he's not,
years.
if you're not,
Okay.
then you're what are you doing right
It
now?
was just fun. I
in this
like the
practice.
one-on-ones.
Two people can arm wrestle without a third person standing right there, perfectly fine. But it's to make sure that one of them is not fucking around. You know what I mean?
It's not just you.
It's not to just sit there and go, hey, no, make a foul.
If you lose on the wrestling
But then you get into
match,
situations
you
like
fucking lost.
Freddie versus
Same
Tom
in track.
that I had
Like,
to
if
run.
you lose in track.
If I would have fouled either one of them out, they would have been, the whole crowd would have been mad because that's what they came for, right?
Well, it's like
That
you
was
said,
that
I
was not a
like
match.
basketball,
Like,
football.
But you know what I mean?
I was actually.
If it's
like
a-
that.
It's like Eddie Hall,
Yeah.
I was gonna honestly like.
To show.
Brian Cheyenne.
I don't think I would have went pro.
Like even the refs. have
But if
been
I
like,
could have, I probably would have played college for sure.
Yeah, for
Obviously.
sure.
I was actually getting scouted for basketball in the same 8th grade by college.
No
already.
shit.
I was really good.
Oh, that's dope.
I
You.
was really good. I know, me and John haven't even really talked about basketball, man. I
John was
was,
a hooper too.
dude, I was slamming back in like 7th grade.
You're fucking
I
lying.
swear to God, like 5'8".
Dang, dude.
I had
What's
hops,
your vertical?
dude. I couldn't even tell you, man.
Damn, dude.
All I
Cause
know
I was
is
36-inch vertical, but that's
I got orangutan arms,
you
dude.
do have long arms.
I got huge arms.
Yeah, your reach is different. Than
Yeah,
mine.
I mean,
Oh yeah, definitely. So you got like at least 3 or 4 inches,
but like, dude, practice or like games, just not like actual real game. I wore ankle weights all the time. And that's really what did it for me.
yeah.
I wore ankle weights constantly, unless I was playing a real game.
You were like go through.
Yeah,
Let me just. Put
I just have people all the time.
Let me
So
take
like
it off.
25, 145.
What are these down here? That's not 25, is it? No.
Yeah, it is.
That is?
Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, basketball was my.
Dude,
That was my first love was basketball,
Yeah.
but I was too small.
Dude, it's the same.
I was really
thing
good
for me.
defense, but I can't really shoot very
quick
well.
on your feet.
At the
Oh,
end of the
yeah.
day, I was like, I'm 5'11", I gotta be real good to go pro.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, you do.
When you're like, that's short.
I was 6'2", and I was the point guard in college.
Yeah, yeah. And it's so funny, cause like in like 7th grade and stuff, I played shooting forward. Right. Like high school, yeah, you're a point guard, you're not.
Ooh, I forgot to tell you guys the best part. After I say, okay, I'll take a left-hand match, he reaches out to me immediately, privately. Michael?
Yeah.
And he goes, hey man, are you left-handed or right-handed? Are you an inside or an outside puller? And can you send me any videos
Probing.
of your matches?
So he wants to study you, yeah.
It's kind of your
I'd
job.
be like, well, you're gonna
Yeah,
find
right.
out, man.
I did,
You know what I said?
politically correct, I said, I'm right-handed.
You know what I said? Never
I
pulled
can
before.
pull, I can pull inside and
Never
outside.
happened.
Never pulled before.
And I told him
Yeah,
that.
no idea, we'll find out.
Yeah,
Guess we'll find out this match, I have no clue.
that's funny. I literally laughed out loud.
Yeah. Yeah, like you want me to give you.
You want me to come over and I'll show you?
What is that, was that 50 pounds? 50 money.
Why are you saying that? Do I feel like the strongest human being like you've ever been tied to?
Yeah.
I
That's
love it.
all that matters.
I would just walk him.
He's a top roller, isn't he?
I don't know what he is.
He only presses on his right.
Yeah, he didn't want to take a right hand match. A right hand
No.
match.
No.
Were there any other guys that were?
Oh, well, that's why.
So, I didn't really ask. He was the one that was refusing to take a right hand match with somebody.
Yeah, that
I never felt that before.
Well,
Oh,
it's
with
a
Nathan
nerve
Brown.
damage.
I
That's why you see
Yeah.
that's why you see a lot of the dudes will
Is your
complain
left hand?
to put it
Is it?
in.
Oh,
Yeah.
Especially the ref.
They have.
Nathan's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You have
I've done a super match with Nathan in his backyard.
I know,
Oh, yeah, that's right, you were right.
I repped it. Yeah, you did good.
It's a good learning experience.
You won, right?
Okay, discovered my hook that day.
I have no soreness in any of my muscles, but then after I start to pull, I realize like how fucked my wrists and my elbows and my shoulders are.
Really?
Like the bone, like
Yeah,
the joints.
the inside.
Yeah.
I hate that feeling. I
my
fucking
muscles
hate
are
that feeling.
Fine, I was like, I'm gonna be great today.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so much pain.
Put another 20.
John, you still squatting and stuff?
What?
You still squatting and deadlifting?
Nope. I don't remember the last time I did that, bro. Probably like 3 months ago once and then completely forgot about
There's a
it.
tournament you came to and I saw you and I was like, dude, what are you doing? You look bigger.
Oh, it was because I wanted to get to 230 and the only way that I can surpass 225 for a long time was if I was doing legs. And so for like a little while I would do like leg day every week or two and that would help. But now, ever since I had my son and all the prolactin, I've had no problem getting over 225 now, so I don't do that anymore. Matter of fact, I'm trying to do as much cardio as I can because I really want to.
Sir, I've been doing cardio like the last week and a half. That's it.
I've just realized that as somebody that's going
Get my lungs.
to travel when they compete a lot, I really don't want to be stricken by a crazy weight cut whenever I leave. So I'd rather be as close to my competition weight as possible by like 3 or 4 pounds. That way I can really do what's necessary when time comes, whether it's eat myself into or cut 3 pounds the week of. But like Illinois State is the end of January, I think it's the 19th of January, and it's like a wind chill below 0.
Yeah.
Who the fuck wants to cut weight and then be in that? You know what I mean? So it just made me realize, it's like, if that's gonna be all year, I'm gonna be traveling and doing that, it's like, there's just no point.
Is Illinois State big?
It's one of the biggest Midwest tournaments all year, yeah. It's just one of these things, like you look at that board right there, shout out to my teammates, but they're all so dedicated in losing weight.
You ever
And I
go
don't-
there?
Although I could be wrong, I don't think I need to lose weight, I think I need to get stronger. I don't think I need to lose weight to be stronger in my weight class, I think I need to be stronger in my weight class.
For
That
And in
takes-
order to get stronger, most of the time, you gotta put on that mass too, man. You
Because
gotta have muscle
he's getting
mass.
down to
I kinda know where
187.
I'm
He's
at.
going. He's not gonna feel
Strong.
gassed. He's not
No.
I
gonna.
always look at like, okay, who's the number 1 guy in
Being
that
at
state?
I've seen Lewis, I've seen Lewis at 198 pounds, it's emaciated.
Is there
It's emaciated.
Yeah. Being at 205 is what he said. 204 I think yesterday. I was like, bro, that's.
It's a big
If you
difference.
walk around at 187, you're gonna feel different for a long time.
Yeah, so you can make 176.
Right. It's gonna be hard, but if he wants, we can support it.
I mean, with his hand in his wrist, he would be one of the best.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. But can he keep that?
For sure.
You know?
For sure.
Yeah, that's a huge weight.
That's the spirit.
How much wrist?
Yeah. I think it was.
Oh.
Straighten out real quick. Keep that right there.
Well, now you know where you are. What about with the other hand?
Was
Weird.
Scott went. He goes. Be as low as you can with these 2 fingers,
Yeah,
and then as high as you can.
That's
with these 2
weird.
fingers.
there you go.
And leave a gap. He's like, then you have the option for high
Yeah.
or low.
My
I've
thing,
never used it except right now.
shout out to Bob Brown.
Even just those little slow ones, those little
Sometimes
funny
it's
ones.
Some of the best advice that I've gotten that I never
Like
ever
this?
thought about, and then after I
Just
learned
hold
it,
it
I
across
took
the
it
trailer.
like step back black, and then all these people are like, yeah, it's the most
Static
common.
hold.
Well, that makes sense, just a static
Is-
hold on it.
My index tip to your index knuckle,
Yeah.
and then my index knuckle
Mhm.
through your tip.
Through my tip.
So those are the pressures that you focus on as a top roller.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times for me, what I would
Yeah,
focus
that-
on,
That's obviously awkward.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think like,
Probably.
nobody has hands like that, well.
That's not true.
some-
It's all about your setup. That's what I'm practicing today.
Okay.
Is I'm practicing my setup, getting to a point where my hands end up there. Whereas in before, I'll end up here,
Yeah,
no
I
problem.
hate that.
Because what I'm trying to do is this. I'm trying to put pressure here and I'm trying to drag out. But instead, if I put pressure here, what happens to your hand?
Yeah, it's obvious.
It goes
It
up.
goes up.
So then it should be easier for me to,
For sure.
but I'm not, it's not. It's because this right here,
You ever do static holds?
Is it hard for you to get
it's,
to?
it doesn't exist.
I used to talk about
As
that.
strong as my pronation is,
How
I cannot
important it
topple
is,
people like this.
Like you were talking about static holds.
Like for the first year.
Yeah, I'll try.
Just with like hooking in, holding those static holds
So
and
obviously,
stuff.
like for this one, obviously less weight. than
Cut
that.
good.
Yeah.
Feels like it's almost maxed out.
Something I can actually kind of control.
It's not there. You know what I
This
mean?
guy knows this.
But
He's
now
been
I'm
the
saying-
same trainer for a while.
That's what I was doing. I was depressing them
30
over.
seconds
It's
on
because to
one
me,
bar,
go ahead,
immediately do
to
the
me,
other.
this is like
30
control.
seconds,
So this is like defense.
Yeah.
And then this
It's
right
like
here
6, what,
is my
3
offense.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm really like only using this if I feel anything from you.
Yeah.
So where all my priority comes
Super blown up.
is through here.
Yeah, just like-
Does that make sense? But if you don't do them together,
No, I need to.
it's gonna be way, one of them's gonna be way harder. Does that make sense? So I'm letting this go to try to do this, and I'm wondering why this is so hard, is because you're not doing this with it.
I'll go to the gym and
Okay.
So you do it. So now, yeah, so
And use
you,
your arm
And
on
then
that.
I will
higher.
do that.
supinate,
I'm like, well, as
supinate.
long as this is working.
Yeah, there you
But
go.
then
There
you
you
can't
go.
go under
There you
because
go.
it's
Now,
like a
keep
square,
that.
right? So you have to do one of these guys. So what I do now is I have
Okay.
a storage unit in my apartment
That's short.
complex. and
Yeah.
I would
I
just
also have
roll
massive
it
phone.
into my apartment.
And I'm digging, so let's do this.
That works. I mean, why not?
So same thing, just think about your rolls.
He wants to
like-
have it at home.
And then once
I
you
used
get,
to
yeah,
have it in
exactly.
my trunk
exactly.
all the
But
time.
pronate
I would
all the way
literally
through it.
Piece by piece,
Good,
I'd go
good,
to the
good,
gym
good.
and I would
I
assemble
used
it.
to do that,
Like,
but
it's
then
so
I
weird, they
found
never-
out that it was
Yeah,
kind
every
of,
time, yeah.
like, then there was.
Yeah, I
nothing
wouldn't have
about
thought
it.
that they let
Yeah,
me, right?
you're
I
holding
got
on.
myself a table, I'm like.
Mountainside is. really
I'm
good.
wondering if I don't have a choice.
I like mountainside.
So I'm a big
That's
proponent
why I do it.
of
Yeah.
not holding on to people and making them hold on to you, but I don't think it's strong. So I feel like my strength is part of my hands in holding on to people, like controlling them.
For sure.
Well, mountainside is really, I mean, it's kind of the whole
I
thing,
don't know.
mountainside is really only.
Maybe
a
that's
little
good.
less
I mean,
long
at
road,
least
but a
it-
lot of them don't have.
At least you're
like that.
exploring,
Sorry.
instead of
Turn
being
off.
set in your ways.
I almost feel like it's better to be set in your ways and just
Well,
ignorantly make it work. Just like,
Sometimes,
Like, take
because
over
once,
the
when
effort.
somebody
I'm not
beats you, that's when you
extreme
explore
Thomas.
almost.
Exactly.
I think that's like the
Yeah, and
most
I explore
expensive
a lot.
one.
Yeah. You explore almost
I mean, you
every
can
single match. I
Do
think
anything,
that is.
I guess, there, but.
It's almost like,
It's
yeah,
like-
you're overthinking a little bit.
I don't trust
Yeah,
anybody.
like, if you're
I don't have
Yeah.
anybody that I trust
I used to
anymore.
be-
I mean, the one at
I still
Roll,
kind of
the
have
bar
that
is like,
innocent, but
like,
I
they
know
have
now that
little
I'm
bars,
good
you
at
can like
top
work
roll,
out
I
and go
can't
drink.
top roll.
Yeah.
It's like.
You remind me of like Kevin Hubble's top roll.
Yeah,
Where
it
it's
is like
like-
a rising
Yeah,
top
it's
roll.
not fluent enough to say that it's your ace,
Right.
but it's good enough to get out of whatever it is that you're.
Right, in tournaments, that's how I'm beating 8
Yeah.
And the only time that I go inside is if somebody sits me there, so then I'm like, I'm cool here too though.
That's where you
On-
fight.
On that
Yeah.
first machine, we have 85 pounds, or 90 with everything. We'll just call it 90.
But I'll be honest, my inside, like this right here,
Yeah.
feels so much stronger. It feels so much stronger. But it makes no sense to me.
Why?
Why my inside would feel good. Like I don't train inside arm wrestling.
Well, it's probably more fresh. Yeah, if you do this all the time, then you're like,
Yeah.
okay,
I literally was like, all right, I gotta do something different.
okay.
Cutting at it, 26th Street in Toms.
Yeah.
Where's that?
I went to Arcadia High School.
Did you?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hey, fuck you, Coronado, baby.
Did you really?
Yeah. What year are you?
I love them in there.
What year are you?
98 through 2002.
Oh, fuck, you're way older than me.
Well, how old are you, John?
I was 09 when I graduated.
Me too.
Oh,
Really?
yeah. Kids.
Wish I could go back.
Do you feel old?
No.
No, I don't.
Top row felt real good.
I'm pretty sure, what's that?
You take care of yourself.
Ed, are you pulling?
Maybe
Yeah,
it's a
I wish
little
my
bit.
diet was better.
I don't know why that doesn't feel
You
good.
can-
I'm definitely more just like a
I
drive,
have
like
like
when
my
I have
metabolism.
a
Yes. Oh, for sure. At the beginning, you were shoving. And I
Yeah,
was like, oh, interesting.
yeah.
Never said-
Well, I'm trying to work that in a little
I
bit more.
literally.
This is also another like big fundamental is getting used to the straps, because when someone wants to slip, they will.
Yeah,
You're stuck in there. You didn't have a choice, right?
yeah.
So you might as well get used to it.
I feel like I feel a little bit more comfortable with it.
You wanna hit that
Good.
before we go?
Good.
I kind of have a tendency to squeeze my hand a little too much, but
If
I
it's a
just-
strong hand, that's usually the thing. That's usually.
I try not to, man.
Get it?
Are we expecting another guy?
Yeah, he said that he was gonna be late. He might come at 5, and I told him it's gonna end at 6. So he said it was a further drive than he thought from work. So we'll see.
Hit him with the next time, bro.
Yeah, right.
Then he comes at like 5:45.
My left feels a lot better than my right. I don't know what's going on.
Keep climbing up. Yeah, always that, always that. And when you do it, bring your elbow inside and up, forward. Yep, no, that way, yep. Now drop your body when you do that.
So drop my body coming up, so.
There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. There you go.
Okay,
So watch this, watch this, watch this. If I have a lever
okay,
that's not, it can't go like this. So this is stuck like this.
okay.
Think about this. Look at me collapsing.
I break clamps.
Yeah,
You see what's happening?
yeah, you're getting higher.
And I'm
And
taking
then
away
when you
your
put
thumb.
your elbow in,
Right.
you automatically
Right.
go up.
How you feeling? Everything good?
Yeah, man, yeah. I was
Yeah,
just
pull first, get me over to B
talking to
side
him,
first.
giving him.
Cup me, cup. Good, good,
I
good.
wanna say
See, that's the difference.
Pointers as far as like.
It's you're
what I use
actively-
as far
I'm
as,
already
like,
cupping with my left.
Pulling.
You're
and
not even
moving
thinking about it
after,
with your
so
left. It's
Yeah.
already doing
I
it.
was telling
I
him,
told you to do it on your right. You're like,
told me in the
oh,
last
boom, and then
two
all
weeks
this
that
strength
we
kicks in all of a
pull
sudden.
every week.
Dude, and see, that's the thing, like, I feel like I first try to always pronate
No.
versus
Definitely
cup, and
very
then pronate,
Yeah.
with
At
my
least
left.
3 days.
It's almost like.
Okay, so do
there.
this. So do this.
Like bands?
Start with cup,
No,
and then
almost
roll.
pulling,
But you
it's
can't
lightweight
roll until
and
you cup.
always like at least 21 reps.
Does that make sense? So
20
go
plus
supinated.
Yeah.
Go in like
And
that.
I've got,
Okay,
you know,
now go straight.
8 or 10
Don't
exercises I'll do, like J
Right there.
presses.
No, right there,
and,
right there. Okay, now cut me. Now from me.
regular cupping
Nope.
things.
Yeah.
Just get, you know,
Watch this, watch this, watch this.
rotation
All
stuff
that
where
stuff.
you're just screaming on the table because it
Yeah.
hurts so bad.
Yeah.
Don't even
I was
move
telling
anything
them all
else.
my pain
Cut.
at any given time.
Beautiful.
Pulling is
Now
my
do this
elbow.
7 times in a row.
Yeah.
My fingers, my hand, my
Good.
wrist as well.
Good.
But my
Good.
elbows.
Good.
the
Now
inside.
start to add pieces.
Even though I'm not really like purely
Good.
just an inside puller.
But instead of going this way,
So.
go that way
Just
first.
side pressure at all,
It's
kinda,
kinda-
yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Way,
Yeah,
way
like I was
better.
pulling the jaw and I'm really
Good, good.
using more back pressure than anything.
Yeah.
And then
Keep
trying
that,
to
stay
get
there.
that hand
Now bring your
control.
elbow inside your body.
But at any given
No,
time,
inside,
you're
this
holding
way.
center, he's
Okay,
pulling, you're
inside.
pulling,
Yep,
there's
yep,
still
yep.
a ton of
Okay,
side
so
pressure, like,
here.
you're still kind of
No,
dragging.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anything
Slow down,
opposite.
slow down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
Cut,
so,
roll.
but
So
no,
go back
I
to only
think this
cup and
last
rolling.
practice, like, I pulled some, but I
Roll.
didn't
Do it again.
do anything crazy.
Right.
So,
Roll.
Yeah.
Now do it
the
again.
recovery was actually
Same
quite
here.
nice.
Add the back piece.
I think more
Good.
static
Keep
hold
the cup.
from now on is gonna be.
Keep the cup.
to
Add
keep
your
going.
elbow inside your body.
See, I'm giving up the cup.
You're
every
giving
time I
something.
pronate.
You're giving
Every
something.
time I
That's
pronate,
like
I give up
Keep-
the cup.
once
Lay
again,
the medium.
You're
Yes.
gonna get
I
them.
gotta keep the cut.
You're gonna get 'em.
Pronate.
People
Yeah.
used to
We
tell
just
me
gotta
that
add them all one by
go
one by one by one.
wrestle the smaller
Alright,
guys and
alright,
just
let's
hold
do
them.
this again.
And they'll actually
So
make
cut
you
first,
strong.
then
I
roll.
didn't get what they
Okay.
meant.
I was just gonna say,
No,
one of the
no.
hardest things that you do,
Cut,
honestly, I went to the
Good.
dojo my very first time, like 3-4 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and all I was doing
Do it again, and then add the back.
and
Good.
like,
Now elbow inside your body, keep the
it's
cup.
like- It's like a muscle sore.
Elbow
Yeah.
inside your body. Keep it.
Right,
Good.
yeah.
Watch this, watch this,
My
watch this,
forearm,
watch
my
this.
biceps were all
Okay,
blown
so-
up.
Yeah.
because I was
Cup,
holding
roll,
Right.
I get
But
stuck.
that necessarily
and I
wasn't
can't
so
go
bad.
'cause I'm stuck here.
So it's
Yeah.
really
My
sore,
elbow
I felt
goes-
like I got a good workout, you're right. It's constant just that.
See how my
static
shoulder
holding.
is over on this side now,
Yeah.
and my elbow comes
I
inside,
never-
so it's
I
the same thing
didn't
as that
put two and two
lever
together
of
until like 6
collapsing.
months ago.
Yeah.
I'm
If
like,
I move
holy shit.
Yeah, well,
my
that's
head
what
over
they
my
flash it,
shoulder over
because
this
you
side,
can pin,
my,
but you're not really
my
that
elbow
strong.
automatically goes to the
So-
inside of my body. But
Yeah.
exactly, and when you do this, stay there.
Then I go.
come and just fucking rush me. So it's this the whole time. Here, 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 here.
Yeah.
And every time that I go back here, I take more. And then I go, I can't finish it. Okay, cool. I'll take more. Oh, I can't finish it. Okay, I'll take more. That's the game. That's literally the top rope game. That's all
You know
it
what's
is.
so weird? You
No,
know what's so weird is when I'm in this position, I feel extremely weak.
Oh, it's not a good position to be in.
It feels so weird.
Because if I do this, I'll snap your shit.
Yeah.
So that's why arm wrestling's so,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You have to, when you come here and I know that I'm coming back to this side, I'm like flexing, I'm pulling back everything to rise, and then I'm going back
You
because
keep your
you
arm locked
don't
up,
want to
too.
hang out over here.
No,
This is not a place where you want to be fighting.
we're gonna get.
This is where adjustments happen. So
Okay.
you make an adjustment and then you get out there.
Okay.
Yeah, what a huge difference, once you get it down, once you
Yep.
like,
Roll.
learn
Good.
your,
Again.
what works for you, what doesn't.
Back pressure roll.
And then, of course, it's, you know,
Yep.
acclimation, so
Good.
like, I've been doing it.
One side, right, keep that cup, keep that cup. Good, good, good. Now do it again, do it again. Good, good. Way better, dude.
Yeah, that's.
That is hand control.
It's
That is how you
Oh my
continuously
God.
get what you need in the hand.
Yeah.
Now,
It's
you're gonna start to feel it get a little bit harder and harder.
Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, that first,
I didn't realize this was unscrewed.
the first few months,
Yeah.
actually in the first year,
Yeah.
it would be go to a
Yeah.
practice.
Good, good, good. Clap on my hand, clap on my hand.
Always
Good, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Every surge, every time you come back, good.
Yourself,
Now come back and take one of the hand. Take one of the hand. Good, good, good.
Poor guy,
Feel the skin
yeah.
flex, my thumb come out.
Yeah.
That's
Now
what
I'm
you're
over
looking
here.
for.
Now I'm over
And then when
here.
that comes over full, you're like, yeah.
I'll
You're
be
leaving,
leaving,
but
yeah.
yeah, Judy, Dad, let me feel you, and then of course.
This has more control, though, less stronger though.
We'll see.
But you know what's
You
weird,
lost
man,
the
it's
wall
like,
again.
And then for 3 weeks, you can't do shit.
I know it
Yeah.
sounds weird and it's probably not
And I
right,
kinda
but like,
started doing
when
blood
I'm
work,
out
I get
here,
tired, I remember like,
I feel
it took
super
a while
strong
to
right
sink
there.
in.
Even though it's like a bad position, like,
Yeah.
Well,
when I'm wide open, like, you know how I'm scooting my body up? And obviously, I need to be close to my elbow, right?
Non-arm wrestlers
I'm gonna really make sure.
in the beginning
Yeah.
feel really good using their frame. And that's why you break your arm.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
because you're using bone walks. You're like,
Oh,
oh,
and you get
I'm really
that
strong here. Poop, gone.
And then boom.
If you
Spiral
did-
When you're
fracture.
using
One time
muscles,
you're like,
especially
oh, now every other time it's
pronator,
not as hard. I just won't do it.
Yeah,
flexion of the wrist, things you're really not used to using, your muscles are just, they need to catch up.
yeah.
And that's why you
Cause
can't.
it's, I'm not built for it yet.
You haven't done it
so-
yet. That's why you have to do this. You can do some of that, that's all great and
Of
dandy,
course.
but this is where you get better arms.
Just taking time for that.
We do me
I
a favor.
should do that.
We do, yeah, you should. Will you do me a favor? Will you just make sure that's still recording? I'll have you put on the small one.
Yep.
Cool.
We live.
We said
You like
right, so
that?
what are we doing?
You like that spot? And from here, do you flip it?
It's up to you.
Wrist flexion.
There's nothing in the rule that says you're supposed to flip it. That's a Devin rule, and that's because it's symmetrical, symmetricalness
Yeah,
in his,
Do you like it?
My right's fine.
in his,
I must be just, need something. Is it 50?
I was gonna take today off, honestly.
Come
Is that your thumb that I just
I
He
did
hit me up, I was like,
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and not today.
I'm trying to do like every.
Tomorrow I'll do.
Oh, fuck. Just turned me right in.
Not,
Yeah, bro.
I didn't do arm
right.
wrestling. There's no way.
You did bodybuilding stuff?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
Dude,
I
your
did
left and your right
back
are
on
significantly
Sunday,
different.
And I did just
Oh, right.
triceps.
Then you don't know, I do.
Because I used it down here. So I was like,
I
what
will
can
say your
do
pronation and your
that's
right
not
is
really
stronger.
gonna-
But I think it's because you're not, look how much of my thumb I
I'll do
have.
some triceps.
Triceps are always good.
I have with my thumb.
Triceps are always.
Way
good.
more. Take the whole
Yeah,
motherfucker.
right.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's really
Keep
shoulders.
doing it.
Like you kind of get your
Yeah,
shoulders.
keep doing it.
Yeah, you gotta get your,
Yeah.
It's also this.
He's got a really long.
His V is way stronger on his left. And he said he broke his arm on his left, on his right a few times, and I'm thinking maybe that's.
Yeah, my forearm. Twice.
Because dude, like, I get it, riding with your right
The
hand,
controls
doing
here,
things, I get it.
wrist-wise,
It's a
This
house.
wrist doesn't feel as
This is
strong,
a house
but
compared to that. I would literally be like, this is
I
good.
feel like it's stronger for sure.
It is.
It's just the control, man.
So same thing, just work on starting like that. Don't grab me where your knuckles are facing my chest. Grab me to where your knuckles are facing the ceiling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that make
So,
sense?
yeah, not towards you.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
We can do like 80% ready to go.
No, you didn't do that. Fuck that, you're gonna crush me. Okay, now, no. So you're already pronating, you're already statically pronating, but you have a huge gap here, which I'm gonna take advantage of. Because you left that, right? So what you need to do is you need to dig in supination.
Feels like a good workout.
You wanna do
Okay.
Now grab my hand.
Finger up.
There you go, buddy.
Alright.
Because now, look, I can't suck out of that. I'm fucked fully.
And then the ref would turn you out.
Now we're gonna get turned out. Keep all that pressure. Keep all that pressure.
Straighten out,
Yeah,
straighten out,
yeah,
straighten
yeah,
out,
yeah,
straighten out.
yeah, yeah.
Straighten
Now
out.
he's gonna straighten your shoulders. Dude, you've got me dead to rights right
A
now.
little bit of rest.
And I know.
There's nothing I'm gonna be able to do.
Then from there, you can say ready.
Now,
But I always think karate belts.
once you get your wrist, your cup, get it back.
Like, which is.
Dude, see, it's a thinking about thing. You just took it whenever you wanted to,
Yeah, no,
right?
you're right, yeah.
So-
And it's like, you have it, and then you let go of it to do something else
I've
versus
said
keeping
this-
it all together.
I've said this a million
Just different
times
enough
to so
so
many
where
different
like we
wrestlers.
can get some gains
The
from it just
hardest
because
part
it's
about arm wrestling
It's getting
is
it.
remember the 27,000 things that you have to do before they say they're ready to go. And it happens
Let me
in
show you. Let me show you my notes.
Well,
bro.
like you even said, man, like, the first couple times I'm gonna
All you
get
have
up
to
on
do
the
is
table,
somehow build this into a.
the only thing I'm
table,
fucking
and you
thinking
can
about is
have
pulling
this
back.
Exactly.
I can't
And
think
you're
of anything else,
and
dude.
you're
Yeah,
afraid of
I'm
it.
like, I need back, you
It's a
know?
brain fuck.
Fucking song in my head, man.
Arm wrestling is as much mental as it is physical.
All you have to do is
These are my,
at the
these
end
are
of that,
all the
like,
things
put
I
it up
think
like this
about
and you
before I
rest
get
your-
on the table.
You're right.
And I have one of these too. You're literally reading this at tournament.
Just sit in there.
Repetitively
Yeah.
reading it hundreds of times, so that by the time you get on the
When
table,
you have a lot of weight though.
it's like you're reading an essay. Like you've already read this book
You're
so many times.
subconsciously
Exactly.
having your brain.
It's just firing.
Because
My leg
how long
goes
is
up,
it?
I'm
You
twisted,
have
my shoulders
hours.
up, my body.
Yep.
I don't even think about it anymore. I'm
Because
set
you
up like this
hours
automatically.
beforehand just to read that stuff.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
by the time you already rehearsed it, by the time you get up there, you're like, okay, remember what I read.
Realistically, it's a beautiful thing to see somebody like you that comes in and doesn't do everything like, because then it becomes real where you're like, oh, I
Yeah,
have to piece this together
Yeah.
in order to be successful.
yeah.
It's, I almost,
It's called RuneScape.
we've said this
Oh,
before, it sucks for somebody to come in and sport
I
really, really good,
20
or
years.
really, really natural, because they're just gonna
I was
use
on
whatever it
for
is
3
they're good at,
months.
and they're gonna continue to do that, they're not gonna get any better at anything else.
So
Because they're just gonna keep going, no
Because
offense,
they're good at
he's
it.
amazing at it, so that's Joseph.
He can-
Joseph can just go boom to everybody,
Yeah.
so why would he need to do this?
Yeah.
He can just
Oh,
boom to
other
everybody.
stuff.
But the moment he needs to do this,
My fondest
He can't.
memories of the
Yeah.
trial.
Does that make sense?
Like you were trying to do it in that natural thing, and there was like nothing there.
that's why
Like that
arm wrestling, in practice, you can try different things, you can work on the fundamentals. It, even if you're not going, even if you're going
I feel like my
50%,
brother
it's still
Call
way
of
more
Duty.
beneficial
Yeah.
than just going to the gym and doing shoulders.
Games used to hit a lot harder.
Because you can be strong,
Yeah.
that's great, you are a strong dude.
How even know?
Doesn't mean if you're grabbing
So
somebody
dude,
like
there's
this.
some guys that have beaten me like,
Yeah, I
at
remember
the state fair, man, it's like, it's almost like they're built like me, but
something like this.
they're not even built like me.
Right.
They're like, they almost look like they have no muscle, and you're like, okay.
I feel like
The tendon, ligament,
Yeah.
and up here.
Yeah, I don't know his name, man. He has his hat on backwards all the time. Real long hair, skinny guy. Hispanic dude.
Long
He's the
hair.
rolling around with the bigger black dude, I think. He's like kind of a bodybuilder looking. They were both at the competition, at the.
What's his hairstyle you said?
He said long hair.
Long
versus
hair
backwards,
versus half backwards, skinny Hispanic kid.
Oh, skinny. Oh, I don't know.
Is he local?
He's like my height. I'm pretty sure.
I think it's Elmer.
He was at yeah, it probably is.
Elmer
Yeah.
Mata.
He's good.
It's very good.
And like that was the one that I saw him just beating everybody at the state fair. I'm
Yeah,
like, dude,
it's Elmer.
like this dude doesn't even look strong.
Yeah,
to
it's
me.
because he arm wrestles 7 times a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all his
his
brothers.
there's 3 of them, they can just get to arm wrestle whenever they want to.
Yeah.
So now
they
their bodies are starting to adapt to that shit.
So same thing, look where your knuckles are gonna end up. Beautiful, beautiful. So what that means is bring this in here, drop your body a little bit,
Okay.
and then you see how naturally you're setting up high?
Yeah.
This does not mean you have to arm wrestle like this.
Yeah.
You just gotta
Oh,
set
this
up like
is a
this.
technique.
This is just how you get your hand up there. So get your hand up there,
Really?
okay?
Yeah.
Now get your setup. Now put your body however you need to feel comfortable. Okay, now look how better your knuckles look. I
Yeah.
mean, there's still a little diagonal.
But they're way more up.
Wait, you want that, you want that, you want that. Now, square your shoulders a little bit. Good. Bring this in there.
Well, it's hard to
Your
catch
first
yourself
move
apart from
is
other
gonna be this.
class
Watch this,
companies.
watch this,
Pretty much
watch
all
this.
Same.
I was
Backwards,
gonna say, because of what you do.
backwards.
So
Bring this,
backwards.
bring this
So instead of.
out to here.
So out, okay.
Beautiful,
Oh my God.
beautiful. Do that 3 times. Do that over and over again.
Is really.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now I'm gonna show you
Yeah,
why you do
Like
that.
we,
Watch out, do it again.
you know, we're late to the point
Oh,
that we messed
okay,
up your
so-
day.
So
we're
if
gonna
I
give
can-
you
here, look,
probably
you've taken my
a
wrist.
discount. You know what I'm
I'm,
saying?
okay, yeah, I'm
Save,
taking
like,
your wrist away from you, so like really
Well,
just
we're
kind of
3
have a
hours
flat
late,
wrist or
so-
something like that.
Okay, now if I try to do that same thing and I try to top roll you,
It's a good like
I'm
experience.
stuck palm up because you have all my pronation.
Um,
All that you have done is manipulated the cloth. You're not doing anything special here, all you're
I
doing
like
is you're
to work
manipulating
it
the
from
cloth
the middle.
by getting all this
So
tension
like, when you have a
in
belt,
here
you do this, right?
and then
That's
bringing
like
it out to
negative to
there.
middle,
And I'm taking
but
your
for
wrist
this one, you
away.
can actually
Sure.
go from this.
But what,
Instead of cupping like this, you're cupping
That's why I
like
like this.
this.
it's easier, especially for someone that has problems thinking about doing this. So if you have to move your arm a certain way.
My hand's automatically gonna drag
Exactly.
this way because I'm
Exactly.
holding your hand.
Because this is hard. This is hard, but if you
Armistice
kick
has like a
kick
handle,
this
Now add that
and it's
with
like a
grabbing me
cylinder,
higher,
and you can attach it. with
drop that
this,
body a little bit.
a
So
barbell,
yeah,
and then you can hang some weight, and you can do the same thing.
beautiful. A little bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit more.
bring that wrist this way.
You know what you need to do before you do here is you need to supinate more.
Yesterday,
Grabbing and supinate.
Okay.
Remember what I told you? There you
Around
go.
it
There
off
you
the
go.
ball,
There you go.
like this.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
I
is
saw
so
that.
much
Saw
better.
that.
See that? See how it
Yeah.
feels?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
like this?
I'm coming off the pad.
Do you want me to show you?
Olympics
Watch this.
about leap.
Watch
Watch
how it
Like
feels.
like a
Watch how it
one-sided
feels.
barbell that's
Okay.
bent.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you
So,
can just
if I got
grab
you
it
right here.
anywhere and just do
Yeah.
this, you can do rising.
Like you can do nothing.
I think Morozov
In this
was
position.
showing it off.
All is because I've manipulated cloth. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's technically a low hand, huh?
Yeah. I don't know how to do anything else, bro.
Right.
Well, I know.
But you don't start this.
Is that plus-
No, I end up.
Dude, honestly, you get more sore doing that
Yeah,
shit.
but you don't start that way.
Frustrated.
I get more sore doing
Like,
that.
this is
The reason is because if I start up here,
Also like.
And I go, if you do any bit of cup,
Huh?
my wrist pronation is weak up here.
Like she's,
So I have to,
she's definitely more of a
put this up
operations
to a point
person. She
where
likes, like, the
you're
running
fighting
of
on that
the
rather than
business.
fighting on.
She does
And it's
not
kind of
like
sneaky
the
because if you
finance
bring it out
of
like that, that's like
business,
a point
which is
of
like
attack.
finances and HR.
I feel like I get more sore doing that little shit than even arm wrestling.
Yeah,
because you're doing it repetitive.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what's good about practice, is like you don't
I was
have
gonna
to.
ask you
fall
that.
for
What
the
do you think
ball.
about,
It's addictive.
Well, if you go with the right
anything
thing.
obvious they did wrong?
It's addicting, man.
Because
What time is it?
that you can think of, it's okay.
5:09.
Cool.
I mean, I was kind of right there.
Man, I was hoping to see Tim.
He's losing lots of weight right now.
I don't, I think.
That's what I was saying.
Tim lost quite a bit of weight, right?
No.
Because hasn't he been fasting and stuff like that?
And I just think you don't have a lot of flexibility with your like joints. Like with my brother, like my brother, right? He was gonna lose his match on the person, but at least he'll have some flexibility where you can go, you know, like this or something, you know, something like that. So
He at least even looked like he tried to fix it.
yes, and sometimes even if it's your bad move or something you don't do, if your opponent is like super weak just to that, it'll just work. Like John Carlson's match versus that actor.
That was a fun match.
Yeah.
Marcus?
I watched that after.
That guy figured out that he can just do this. And it Carlson didn't have anything from it.
See, that felt stronger for me, didn't it?
Tim and I
Doing
told
that,
him, I was like,
you know what I
"You're
mean?
impressed."
That's why I'm like,
That's-
I'm
only
almost
does this.
tempted to the next
You
tournament.
know?
Just
This is not that
fucking
far.
bang it, dude.
Try it.
And just see what happens.
Try it.
And just break my shit.
Huh?
You know how not to.
Yeah, but me now.
You know where the point is where you're like, oh shit, okay, I can roll out real quick.
Yeah, that point is a fine line, dog.
Cause he doesn't have a top on me.
So, right. So
Yeah.
Tim was trying to get me to press. I just couldn't get my
Here,
shoulder.
do this, do this.
And also,
Do that.
when you don't do it, like
Yeah.
it's hard to freaking
Now,
like I know in my mind what I need to do, but Fucking
You go up and
translating that onto the actual table when you're having the competition is a totally different.
Plus, it's like for pros and cons, right? It's like, do I really want to hurt myself right now?
Okay, yeah, that wasn't really going through my mind at that time, that's a valid point. You're really, I literally tried just top rolling it now, and I didn't.
You never know.
I know.
You didn't try it.
And try like hand control instead of just I wanted to go inside. But anyway.
He is good though. I mean, it's not like we talked about.
You're gonna have to climb.
No, no, no.
Yep, now do it again.
Yeah.
Crash again.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Why did this stop?
Yeah, they're just like that.
Do it again. Oh, I couldn't stop it. I tried to, I couldn't stop it. So even though I was hooking, with you, I still only had my thumb for pronation that was holding you.
Yeah.
So every time you took more of my thumb, I just had less to drag with.
Yeah.
Because you can drag
I do
through
like
this.
I do like down more than I like.
I was gonna say, you can drag through this,
Yeah.
or you can drag through your pronation. And I get caught up, and I have to drag through my pronation, rather than, like Joseph will grab you here, or Rat Rob
Yeah.
will pull you here and just,
Yeah,
I can't do that.
That's how I'm starting. It's
Yeah.
like I'm
Yeah.
normal time, but I want to start getting like that.
I have to, I have to go shoulder forward and get on top of it, because that, doing this, it just, I don't, although, I think it's because I'm just bigger than you, like, I'm never gonna be able to do that.
Because I'll start here and I'll crash down.
Yeah.
Basically.
And then
Oh, dude, the last time you crashed,
Yeah.
there was no stopping that. No,
Great, that takes a lot of imagination.
Yeah, have you ever done a circuit?
That's why I'm glad you've been here the last few days, bro.
I just really want to get that.
15-minute workout. But it is.
Oh, is it that thing where it's like a push-up or something?
Yeah.
I've done that. It's like you're close to a match and you're
I keep
little,
watching everybody else on wrestle, bro. I'm just wrapping up here. I'm like,
Everything
bro, I
goes
want to get in so bad.
Hey, motherfucker, we told you to compete.
I know.
We told you.
I couldn't breathe, bro. I couldn't. You heard me like everybody was like, "Are you good?" I'm like, "I'm
No.
sorry."
There was a lot of people that probably were sick before that whole thing, because
Everybody.
I was sick for like 2
I don't
weeks
even know.
before that. The guy I went against said he was sick for a while, like
I
everybody.
feel like it could be valley fever, but I don't know.
I don't know, when everybody gets it, I think it's just a bug that something's there, because I know like 6 people are sick.
I had it for like 6 weeks, bro.
But you got bronchitis.
Yo, yours
and
was
shit
different.
like that,
Yours
right?
was
Fucking
heavy,
pneumonia,
bro.
that's
Yours
right.
very well could have been COVID, just because of how long it landed, or like,
Yeah, they keep saying like this long COVID shit out on the radio. I'm like, fuck is that?
It's not there.
It's not real.
10 pounds, really, Mr. 60 pounds?
Dude, this is why I have the PR.
That is the most humbling movement in this whole gym. To say that 60 pounds is heavy is like baffling, you know what I mean?
60 pounds?
That's the PR. I get on that thing, I can't budge 40. Can't budge it.
It's
You use your whole body.
I'll use a fucking other hand if I have to. Why do I feel so strong? Oh, why do I feel so strong? Believe this? Don't try this at home, kids.
I'm trying to say.
Wait.
The pronation's gonna give. Why don't you stop elbow fouling?
Is it? I don't think so. Is
Oh,
it?
big time! You're way off the front.
Is it?
Not anymore. Now you're
Even then, I was just
He's lying, it wasn't that
I was like, bro, I don't think so.
He needs some help.
He's like, I can feel my own elbow.
I know. I can feel my elbow.
That was so stupid. You
I
said
do,
that,
I
I'm
do
like,
hate that. I'm like, I wish I could feel my elbow.
what do you mean?
Cause I
there
really,
it
yeah,
is.
I really cannot.
You was
Yeah,
only the,
you don't
it was
know
only
where-
the tip.
You know,
That's the tip.
Because you're angled up, so.
That's what I got right before I got here. That's why I was like, just
That's acceptable.
yeah, that's acceptable.
The drive that I got, I had to drive like 34 minutes, and that's like not too
Oh,
Yeah.
like your commute.
Yeah, community.
Yeah, see, I look at that different, and I've done that for 18 some years. and probably half of that time was a 45-minute one-way commute.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I feel it busting.
No.
I feel it busting.
No.
No?
No.
It's like I feel it going.
No.
Say that to the missus tonight.
Here we go.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do though. Here, go back to your wrist. I wanted to like take the wrist. I thought it was gonna go.
Yeah.
It felt like it was just slowly
No,
starting
this
to
will
creep.
always go before that. Yeah.
I'm the same way. If I lose like this.
My bicep is always.
I hardly ever lose like
Yeah.
my whole wrist. You know what I mean? Well, that was good. That was good. Thank you.
Yeah.
G fuel. G fuel. That's why I had you guys over.
Do your thing, remember?
I'm
You don't want me to grab you.
I would say like a 5-day guy, maybe like a 6-day guy, and I'm wondering if it's just not the move. I feel like sometimes you think as an arm wrestler you're working harder than you really are, and that's why I want it to be to a point where like I can't say that about myself. I want to work so hard that it's like there is no.
Fuck that in particular.
You know what I mean? There is no question. Now, maybe my performance isn't great when I'm practicing. Maybe I'm getting beat by 155 guys. But if I'm still working active muscles, I'm still working angles, I'm still working those things. Dude, I've been hitting these so hard the last 3 days. Like, so fucking hard. I don't even want to look at them. It's just, it gets to a point where
I tried to do it
like I
lower.
told Steve
It's
and
like
Steve
you,
Lewis,
but I couldn't do it.
when you
That's
travel
really
and you
like
start
what the
to
practice comes to
see
do, like
people
even
who
though
are
it's like, it's
constantly
just
in the
all
top
that
3
hand
or the top 5,
movement, trying to
yeah,
figure
and
out
you talk to them
position.
at the tournament and you learn what it is they're doing. They don't have this shit.
That's how you
They don't got none of
put it
this.
on the table.
They just fucking do this once a week or twice a week or 3 times a week, you know what I mean?
I can't.
And they're consistent.
I'm
So in
grabbing
my
you,
opinion,
and
this
you
will
keep
always
your hand open,
be
you
God.
grab me,
You just gotta
then
make
you could
it
go to rest grip.
what it will work for you.
Um,
Like Edo's right, you can't just get on it and bang every time. It's not gonna work. So if you get on it with the right people every so often, these size guys, D'Anthony's fucking pinning me, you know what I mean?
The only way that works if you bang all the time is if you're way stronger than everyone.
For sure.
So you don't get
For sure.
damage.
Well, like I said about Devin Lair, Lair's like, oh, I pull 4 days in a week in
And
a
that's
row,
just me, right?
and then I work out 3 days in a week.
That's just me.
I'm like, okay, well, I'm not all the time where I'm gonna do my 4 days in a row, but I still want to.
Yeah, you start scooting up.
Fundamental.
I
don't
And
try
I'm
to
not-
control
I want
these
to break
fingers,
myself
right?
as much as
When
possible.
I'm not doing it,
And the only reason why I believe
Yeah.
into
I'm not
it
doing
now
it.
is because
I'm
of
just
Autumn.
Coming out my
I'm
thumb.
just
Is
keeping
you
my
do it
hand
on
flat
it.
like that.
You literally took a kid who was
Yeah.
a
That's all I'm doing.
fucking
You're not doing it the way I'm trying to
170
climb.
pound kid,
I mean, you
and you
can do it
told him,
sometimes, but
do
you
what
wanna,
I
like,
do.
Get used to it, because
And then he did it, and now he's 225 pounds, getting
Yeah,
international
yeah.
matches, apparently really fucking strong, you know what I mean? And in my opinion, the only thing that he's doing, I really
Yeah,
don't think
that's
he's
good,
on
that's
steroids.
better.
I really don't. I don't think as a parent, Jody and Devin would tell their kid as young as he is, you should do this. I think he understands fundamentally that it's a big piece of arm wrestling because he's not stupid, but I don't think that his parents would allow him to fucking be really crazy about like testosterone or something like that at his age. I really don't. So I really do feel like he's just eating and training his fucking dick off. And if that's all you have to do to be good, I don't want to take any shortcuts or excuses. I love the sport enough to beat myself up and hurt enough to, you know what I mean?
He, yeah, I don't know if he's, I have no idea if he's just but,
My right to it.
Yeah.
It's
he's 22 years old, like, it's not like.
Right.
Because nobody
anything
likes
state.
to do that, so
I mean, they may.
I'll do it.
I like it.
I like
All he
that.
does,
I
I
like
don't think he
it.
has a job, I think he just.
Right.
Right.
I do.
Those people
I
aren't-
also don't even know,
So you can come up with a.
I don't even know what it would feel like trying to do
Right.
they do in
I'm
house.
weird, man, so like.
Like he
I
says
was
he
thinking, like,
does
body
those
balances.
riser,
So like in the gym,
one match
for
riser
time, I
lifts
always
and all
do
that
more
stuff.
reps with my
Says he
left
does
side than
those
my right
lifts
side.
upwards of
I'm
5 to
doing
6
like a
times a day.
bilateral movement.
Oh, really?
Can you
Always.
imagine every
Really?
single
I'll do
day
like a
doing
couple
like
more
90%
reps, I'll
of
do
your
like
legs
10
times a day?
hit 5 more with my left
That
side.
Sounds
Just
good.
'cause I feel like my
That sounds
left
like the
side
worst thing
slower.
ever. I
Yeah.
would never want to
So
ever do that.
like, you try to work out those
So no, I'm not gonna
imbalances.
do
I just
exactly what he
basically,
says,
if
but I'm
I'm
not
doing
gonna do
something bilateral,
that.
I try to do my left side first.
But I do get the
Because my
idea.
right side, you know, it's always gonna
I've
be a
just
little bit
never
stronger.
been,
So I'm like,
and maybe
if I
it's because
put
I'm not
my
strong.
energy into my
There's
left.
never been somebody that
First,
leaves in
then
like
you go
one
back.
rep
Yeah,
max
yeah.
PRs, like often. especially if you're arm wrestling a lot. Like if you're really arm wrestling hard, you shouldn't have to do those
See
kind
what
of
I'm doing
things.
with my thumb?
Yeah.
I'm like pushing your
No.
fingers around.
Test
Texas, unless you're a powerlifter.
Right. Texting like CNS, very important.
Back on my hand.
Like knowing that you can get yourself ready to fucking, you know what I mean? That's
Okay.
that's very
I
important.
learned that from another kid. This kid
Figuring out what your max
Well,
is.
he was
you
doing
can
this.
Right.
So he was
What weight do I
keeping my
use?
thumb closed whenever I was trying to open my hand. So try to open your hand. And he was doing this. That gets tiring, right?
Yeah.
As we're
Do you
setting
guys
up,
believe in
as I
like
put
the
the
Todd
strap on,
Hutchins
he's like,
thought that like it doesn't matter
I'm
how
like,
I
let
do
go
it,
of my
like,
thumb,
like,
bro. He's
even if my elbow's floating
I'm
in
like,
the
let go of my
air,
thumb.
you know what I mean?
You really
Like,
don't have
And
to.
bro, like my thumb was blowing up.
That's
Because you're trying to hold
Yeah, cause
back.
I'm trying to open my hand and he's like.
We're all trying to figure out what
Yeah.
works and what doesn't.
cheating.
That's
So,
weird.
Yeah,
but you're looking,
but
if it
I
works,
do the
then
same
it
thing.
works.
look at
Like,
best
I'm
guys, right?
pushing down on your eyes with
But
my
they're
thumb.
training
Yeah, not
so
trying to let me
uniquely
climb, so I'm
specifically
gonna fight
that
against it.
Yeah.
And what's cool about it is if I'm fighting against it, I'm naturally
Right.
pushing
So
my
you look
foot
at-
towards.
Yeah.
What are the other
Yeah.
90% of elites?
So I'm always like
Don't
trying
do
to
what
open my
Todd
hands.
does, don't do what Devin does.
Right, the outliers.
That's, yeah. For every guy that
Yeah.
does that and gets injured, like,
Yeah,
they're just not around.
for sure.
Like when Carl used to train with Eric
Yeah.
and Todd Hutchins and what, and they're like, oh, we was banging all the time as hard as we could. I'm like, well, what happened to all the other guys that came there? Like, well, they never came back.
Right.
Because they were always fucked up.
But it also begs the question, would you rather be like the 10% or would you
Just
rather
back,
be,
try to go high.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what it brings me back to this shit where it's like, I'm willing to do what a lot of arm wrestlers aren't. I'm willing to fuck myself up a lot more than other people are.
I think that the truth is,
But then I try to do the same thing, you know?
I feel like I let go a little too much right there. Like I felt like I had it, and I was like, all right, I'm good there, and I just stopped putting pressure up against it.
Yeah, like, so
Say that's a recall.
whenever you go back, it's almost like
Dude,
you're
Arm
this-
retard?
Oh,
so
dude, that
when
dude's
you go
a
back,
freak.
this is just failing.
Once again, there are
So then
people
like
like,
you lose
what's
this.
up? Who's,
Yeah.
So
he's
your back pressure
probably
is good.
the Australian guy.
then you
He's
lose
probably the
this.
number one Australian right now.
Yeah.
It's easier for me to cut.
Ricard Borneman,
Yeah.
he's the dude that's like, he looks like he's
And
like
back
20,
pressure.
22.
Then-
Big old rugby looking player, dude.
Oh,
just like the
jacked.
Samoans looking fella.
Yeah, he's like a good
I
6'4".
don't know.
He's like a good
The
6'4".
guy I'm thinking of, the white guy, young kid is a white guy.
No.
In Australia.
See how
This guy is, he's almost so Samoan, he's got like he's got a little bit of an accent.
Static.
Um,
And now.
I think he's like a solid 6'4", 6'5". He's got a match against Don Underwood.
Oh, he's
He's
gonna
gonna crush Don Underwood.
It's
The
hard to
kid
think
can
about,
top roll,
but
low
like,
hand, the kid can
kinda like
fucking
the
press
devil
you,
man,
the kid can flop wrist
exercise.
press you,
You're
and
pivoting
he's
off
been arm
the
wrestling
ring.
like
Yeah, you're just
What,
barely.
Yeah,
years?
and that's what you want to
3
think
years,
about.
number one in Australia.
Wrist up.
Yeah, yeah.
There's just,
Have you-
there
you know,
are
Hermes
people.
is-
Just
You
genetic.
know what I mean? Yeah.
Hermes is that's all he does, he just goes.
I don't know, man. I still think.
And he never, but he doesn't go.
No, you're right. I'm saying like
He just, he's just like a hammer curl, static hammer curl the whole time, and just he goes.
Would you think this
We're
is
so right. Like watching his matches, that's what he goes for. He
Yeah.
just goes way back.
Yeah.
It's not getting. That makes perfect
Yeah,
sense.
that's kind of what I'm
Right,
trying
right,
to
right.
do,
Keep me
but
active,
I don't
do.
have like
So,
the best
I
up top back pressure.
definitely
So I kind of
gave
pivot
like
like
ever
everything.
since I started.
It's
He just-
versus-
he just- yeah.
Once in 6 weeks.
Versus
Okay.
I train to a
So I'll
practice.
keep my
That's
elbow
all I do.
planted, and I just rock.
But I kept back.
You rock it,
Yeah.
you rise.
Yeah.
And I don't skip ever.
Yeah, I think there's such a big difference between gym conditioning and arm wrestling conditioning that sometimes I get caught in the middle of knowing which one is which.
Yeah, well, I guess
Give him a
gym
little bit more.
conditioning
Yeah,
is
see.
in,
Give him a little bit more. Turn your palm up. Try to get out of his, get your pronation out of his. So give him his hand back.
gym as in still arm wrestling specific?
No.
Oh, you're talking about just regular, no, yeah.
Just like staying fitness active, it's just not the same.
No, because that's what I did before.
It's arm wrestling is too specific.
Yeah,
It is.
No, there has to be arm wrestling specific training, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, it's like hitting the bag and sparring.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah,
When you
just
say that,
wait.
is there's so many people in fighting that don't believe in sparring because of what it takes
Yeah,
away from
pull
like
out,
your
right.
CTE, like your brain damage.
Oh, getting hit in the head.
There's a study done that
Really?
they get brain damage much
That's
faster.
what's
Yeah, that
funny,
guy,
you know,
yeah,
my
yeah,
buddy,
yeah.
I do remember
And someone
Kyle
just
one
cracked
day,
me once, you
dude,
get
I
knocked
was
out.
It doesn't
telling
take a
you,
lot of force to.
It
And
takes a
that
lot
dude
of just repetition.
he's so
to get
big,
punched
he
in
just
the face.
presses.
So these
Yeah.
boxers,
Oh,
huge
that's
scars.
390
that's
pounds.
By the
scary.
time
That's
5
scary.
years
Like, he's a
comes
heavy
around,
guy.
the more you sparred,
But
the
I
shorter
wouldn't
your
consider
career.
him that.
So like Mac, you know
He's
Max
fat,
Holloway
but
is?
he's not
It
fat,
was like a
dude.
4-year period.
Because he's like one of those big ones, a football
I was like,
player
how the fuck were you the
and a wrestler, so
champion?
he's real wide.
And
He
he's
has a
never
big old gut
sparred?
for
Yeah.
his size,
I
right?
sit there and I think
But
about
other
it,
than
right?
that,
I can
he's
never
fine.
not do
Yeah, I think
this.
you're, yeah,
I
Kyle's
can
very
never
good.
not.
Yeah.
Imagine showing
But dude,
up
his
to
hands, I
an
can do it
actual
sometimes, his
tournament,
hands are
yeah,
like-
pulling them out.
That's what I'm, no, longer, longer, 6 months.
Longer,
You're
yeah.
gonna be
What?
everywhere.
He's busy with the
Like, he's a big boy
That's probably
regardless.
everywhere.
This is probably causing more
Kinda
brain
like,
damage than body.
His forearms are probably,
Yeah,
he's
yeah. It's like
gigantic.
Hawaiian rice.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
small,
And
he's
it's a
just,
bowling guy, it's just from pulling the
period, yeah,
Oh,
That's why they all play rugby and shit.
for real. Talk about strong focus.
Yeah,
People
yeah,
that play
dude.
rugby,
You know, only
dude.
do
Yeah,
a table
dude,
time
that's
once
a
every 2
scary
months or
story.
so.
Who?
Reno?
Yeah.
But it's like,
Really?
yeah. But then guys like Krasmir do it every single day.
Right.
And the both
Fuck
days.
yeah. Yeah, like you're
I know,
3 times a week. Believable, right?
This is also kind of like where I like to go to, like, if I'm not top rolling,
I felt like I was
I
holding
like to
myself.
be here too, and I just bring that down.
Okay.
Yeah. And I just basically go for the hammer curl.
Yeah, you just pretty
And I
much
just,
twist my
yeah,
arm.
'cause like,
Cause I get uncomfortable
Yeah.
and then,
It's just,
I'm a little burnt, man.
yeah, you're.
I have like no cohesion
Yeah.
right now. It's like, I'm trying.
All
That's
biceps.
good though, that's good.
Yeah, that's good shit, man.
Good, yes.
I feel like I get the most soreness, honestly.
On the outside.
This is where I'm always sore.
Yes, because
Right here.
it's your humerus.
Yeah, it's just the outside of like my lower
You don't wanna
bicep.
freak you out? That's because you're on like a hairline of snapping your shit.
Those are minor,
Oh.
minor
Oh,
fractures.
it's the only way you get your
It's there. We got
That
like,
hurts, yeah, let it heal.
yeah, let that heal.
Or like I
Cause like when
That's
I'm
why I
lifting
was
and
telling
shit,
you,
that's what hurts. It's
He hasn't been arm wrestling enough to not have his hand and to be shouldering like you were.
Yeah.
Which
That's why I was trying to tell you, give some more of his
I got
hand.
you, I got you.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about him, talking to him. I
No,
was like,
no, no.
how do I got?
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad, my bad.
That's all good. That's what
Then
I.
after the neighbor steps
I'm a
in.
little bit.
Yeah. Well, no, and it was just done like an hour and a half of work, and I was like, okay, I'll pull it.
Yeah.
That's it. So I'm just kind of doing just a little bit of pronation. But compared to handles or whatever, I
Yeah.
don't have this. I just
Yeah.
have this. But this is just a little bit, it's like I'm working on the cable machine. So you're doing
Try
that?
some real quick?
I'm
Don't
kinda
do
doing
Like
it.
visiting?
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Can you put this on?
Alright, what do you want me to do?
You wanna go this, no, no, no.
Do you like pivoting?
Try to work on this,
I just don't go anywhere.
like this
This.
position. So like you take a wrist wrench or something like a rolling handle.
There's
Yeah.
this
A lot of
space
people will
in
handle it
between
like this.
Is that what you like it?
So
my,
like this.
my pronation
Yeah.
and
Great
the
if you're on a
strap,
hook, right?
and I don't know how, I'm not.
How I
hitting
do it is,
So I'm wondering
Is that what you like
if
it?
yeah, that's fine. It's a little low, but, I
Okay.
mean, like, I'm never
because
gonna
I
be
would
able to.
rather
That's
have
good.
this. than
I'm
this.
wondering if it's something I did in the setup, or if you're just.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
you're,
even if
you're doing more.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah,
So I
and it's
know, but-
initiated by your index finger, so it's like this.
Before you were able, if I
Okay,
was
so
just
you're
trying to
kinda-
hold you,
Yeah.
you were
No,
able to.
it's-
Yeah.
it's-
Do you feel like,
Slowly
do
open
you
the
feel like that's
It's
what
an
you've been
unnatural
doing?
movement.
Is you've been trying to hold on to people too much?
No, no. You mean when I, in competition?
Yeah.
Well, hell no.
So
No,
what
I
I'll
hit right
do is,
away.
I just feel like a handle,
You
Okay.
mean like, do I
I
just
did it
hit
yesterday.
team?
No, no, I mean, like,
Okay,
are
like
you
wrist
focused
wrench?
on like,
and just go like,
Like control,
my
like,
hand,
yeah.
I'm just like,
Mm-mm.
okay, good.
No, I'm like immediately
Okay,
going
just
sideways.
roll slow.
yeah.
I wish I don't.
50-60%
Wish-
of your max,
Yeah.
and you just kind of calm the reps. Give me my knuckle. Good. Yeah, do that.
Alright, stand with me.
So what feels better for you now, top roll or top roll, right? You can do, top roll is way more versatile too. Like, you can, if you're good at low hand top rolling, you can just prevent any hook from happening.
There you go. That's better
Well,
though.
once again, it's somebody that's
Yeah,
letting me hold
You
them.
felt a little bit something there.
I'll never get to
Yeah.
there without
So-
them allowing me.
Plus the risk of injury and a whole different.
He let me work on B side.
Yeah.
If he would've hit me
Plus
anywhere
strap.
near my A side,
Then you could.
I would have to
That's
catch,
a far more
which is what
advantage.
you don't wanna do.
Because
That's
I
why,
can do this.
even though
Yeah. Or it's a.
I was technically inside there,
Or-
I'm trying to find a way
Really using the
to
fabric.
use my
Yeah.
pronation to be active and be the weapon. I don't ever want to be a dumb arm wrestler. And no offense to anybody, but inside hooking is so stupid. It's so painful. It takes a certain type of person. It's a longer and harder route, always.
No.
You're always choosing to go through someone's power rather than go throughout their hand. Like, think about it. I'm gonna
Your hand
go,
is not as strong as their bicep.
exactly, why am I gonna go into an arm wrestler's strength and then do this fucking war forever, when I can just crack their wrist and now the next 3 rounds are easier?
That's why these,
You know what I mean?
these fucking.
So that's the way I've always just thought of it as a smart
They're
thing.
going, that's why they're so.
But
big, because
if you
they're
can't
touching.
do it,
Right.
if I can't even do it,
If he top rolls you and it's stronger than yours, then you have to.
They're all
have-
kind
But I
of
don't think that's
different
what it
sizes,
is.
which
I can
really
definitely
great
tell
for
you if
like
you
development.
did go inside when I was
If you're
already
like
here.
in a club or something, everyone does the same.
Okay, so now-
You're never gonna be.
I can't do it on the right. We'll try it again on the left. Your left is even stronger, so once
So you see
again,
how you're kind of
I'll
curved like
start
that?
inside. I won't start outside.
We're top
And you can
rollers.
tell me
We're
if you
not
think it's
okay.
better.
Stupid.
My left and my right are
Okay.
starting to get
So
to the
we
point
like
where
that?
they're pretty
Okay.
symmetrical
First thing.
with how they pull.
Just make sure like your.
I think
thighs
my,
are
I think my,
perfect. Alright.
I think my right,
Oh, this goes backwards.
I think my right hand is stronger.
Mm-hmm.
I know my left arm is stronger, but I basically can pull however. I can do inside both arms, I can do outside both arms, I can do front press. So now it's gotten to a point where that doesn't
Like
get
every
me
practice
Before
for
that
you
was
is, you're gonna get fucked up, like, you're gonna get super sore.
It's slowly getting better than what it was, but
Yeah.
Oh, you
it's
can
just
so
taking
much.
some
but
time,
it's-
but
Definitely feeling some strength.
definitely no slabs, I'll tell you that right
There's
now.
really-
Yeah, I felt it the last 3
But dude, it's addicting.
Pull down towards my wrist.
You know,
It's addicting, that's what.
you know, for me, what's addicting is not being good at it. You know, and like seeing, like, let's say a huge gap, and I'm like, dude, this fucking guy, like, it's not that much fun for me.
Yeah.
I gotta like prove to myself that I'm capable.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, so you wanna.
So same thing, I don't want you to
generally
let me,
speaking, You
I
wanna
want you to
always
pin me,
tap your thumb.
but just, you know what I mean?
Okay, just like
Yeah.
that. Because when you catch your thumb in top roll, it's a lot easier to re-grip and rise like this. If you're like this, you're blocking yourself, right?
Okay, so.
The only time I would do this is if I was trying to prevent you from rising. So go ahead and try to rise. You see how my thumb's
Going
in
inside her.
Blocking you,
It's
getting
blocked.
above your index
Right?
finger.
He's
No,
just.
no, then I'm like, push down and just-
Like it was more
And
offensive.
try to do all that
If
stuff.
you
Yeah.
only
I'm
did
gonna
that,
be-
and
yeah,
you
I'm
went
gonna
as
pressure
hard
you,
as
and
you
I'm
did.
gonna-
you
Well,
would
okay, so when I first did it, I got you like this, no pain. But the moment I start to go here,
Over
I
your
can't
thumb
go there.
versus-
So that's why I continue to do this,
Yeah, okay.
because if I do this,
Yeah, that's how I feel.
it just doesn't,
With my right, I can't do that.
Once you're already
The
there.
more your ankle
Is it
this way,
harder
the
than
more
to
it gives you an
Yeah,
advantage.
because I'm
for
already
going to the
cupping.
side.
no.
Going to
We
this
don't
side.
Because that's
care
where
about
my
going.
weakness
We care
is.
about going back.
So
Yeah.
on my right, I have always fought with my hand. So when I pronate, watch my
Take your
pronation,
index finger and put it against my.
it's hand led, right? I'm going through my hands.
Index
Whereas
finger,
in, I would like to
have control.
Oh, we use your
do
wrist.
wrist, you know what I mean?
So now you have a good.
And I'm really
something
bad at
you
that
can
because
touch
I
your index
dislocated
thumb.
my wrist like 2 years
Yeah.
ago, trying to hold
If
on
I
to
feel
somebody.
that, if something's
And
doing
now
that,
this
it's
top
stupid,
side
now
has
I'm gonna get a
like
grip
no
and
containment
you
whatsoever.
see, like, it's
So my
hard to
pronation
get that.
Yeah.
cut me,
Yeah, so that, yeah, that sucks for me.
Like this?
I can't get out now.
Got it.
And the only way you can get out pronation wise, being sucked in, is through your wrist.
Yeah.
You're never gonna be able, you're never gonna be able
You can't go
to,
this.
I'm ditching, I ditch now, right? So I have to be able to dig in,
Um,
connect this,
I have the one, I mean, honestly, I was
and I just, every time I've done it, I try to do it in
Like
Washington,
a
my wrist
little
is.
attachment.
Yeah.
So I get
Just a
in this,
normal
I
rabbit
get,
handle
I'm
that
like, I
swaps
feel
out
great,
the
I feel
cone.
great,
Like
I'm like,
rolling one?
I
Yeah,
go,
rolling
I
one,
get,
and then I actually
flip it
have
over,
one
I'm like,
that-
fuck, I get a stop, I go to surge, and my wrist just goes, boop, and just goes right out, and I have no connection to my elbow, and I'm just like, alright, that's enough.
Rolling, it just has the strap with a metal bar.
So that's
That's
why-
the little-
Yeah, that's where I go to, I
I know,
literally,
no.
especially if I know I can beat you,
Yeah.
I literally.
Right,
For
right,
you-
right, but to me, what I just saw
That
was
really
a
what's
crash,
called just a wrist wrench.
it was an inside crash first into a
It
drag,
is, yeah.
you know what I mean? And I'm wondering,
And as I'm dragging, I am pronating with my wrist.
right, yeah.
Disregard.
I only do that now on my left because I don't have
Anyway,
injury.
you need.
So that's why when I
you need a
was
wrist wrench?
dragging, it was
The
going
two-
somewhere, just
the three-
slowly,
Yep.
you know what I
The
mean?
three essential
My right,
metals
my,
are one
I'll
belt,
always do this,
that
I'll always
formation
be
is
separated
something
because
else.
this is not a.
Two is a wrist wrench for cupping.
That's why I'm
wrist
trying to
strength.
figure out my
Think
right,
that because
a
what you
good
did.
setup for myself.
And then the eccentric handle is the third. So that's gonna build this, your container.
Okay.
That's it, you don't need anything.
Okay.
Like, what I did is, when I got coaching from Reza is, I had like probably 20 handles, right?
Yeah.
From like every single foot.
So like what I'm gonna do
Yeah.
now,
So I'm like, hey man,
is I'm
like,
gonna try to really.
before we get
tighten
started,
my side.
I laid out all the
Because
handles,
I'm
and
not
I'm
really
like, tell me
somebody
which ones I
that
don't
fight a
need.
whole lot. I'm more fight for like
You
formation,
pick like
connection to the
center.
strap.
I'm like, great, thank you,
So
because
now
I'm
I see
in the
that
gym,
height makes
going through
sense.
every single
Because I
fucking
felt like for
handle.
a long
I
time,
don't know
there were
where-
this time,
Yeah.
And now I
by the
feel
time you
like
get to the
we're
one
winning.
that you absolutely need, you're like, I'm dead already.
Yeah, but
That's what I'm doing.
one or two handles is
One
gonna
class
build
down.
90%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hasn't mattered before.
It's technical, but you can't
And I'm only
overcomplicate it.
getting bigger, so.
Mhm. You don't wanna waste your time with things that don't.
See, like right now, I feel like I could not get a better setup.
Really?
I do, I feel so good.
I feel good too.
But the thing is, I know I can't pronate. I know for a fact, I can do this and I can drag you, no problem. But the there's nothing there.
And
There's
inside your
nothing
only,
there.
inside your only option.
Exactly.
So you just
I hate it.
accept
I
it.
hate
So,
it.
get a-
So
get a-
now it's part of your
On
arsenal.
the right.
Just like maybe
Long
60.
ring, short ring, doesn't matter, well, not even.
Okay.
And, yeah, just, you know, the rice is basically resistance.
Okay, so then tell me this.
You go into
Is
the
this
rice.
stronger, or not
This is what
stronger,
I do.
but
I have a rice
more
bucket under my office. desk.
effective? I guess you could
So
say.
I used to
Take
actually
away
take it to
more
work.
from you.
Okay.
When I have it on my office.
Yeah.
So I take, so I
Or
kind of
if
go
I
like
hear-
this first, and like warm up a little bit.
Okay.
I'll go in,
Really?
I'll,
Yeah,
Maybe
fight
because I
me.
let
I was gonna say
you-
fight me.
Right,
Like that.
okay.
and then I would pronate.
That feels
Do
more
pronation,
uncomfortable for
Just
me.
kind of like
Really?
that.
That feels
Yeah.
more uncomfortable.
Until
for
I'm
me,
Yeah,
too.
I was just
sore.
gonna
It's
say,
like not crazy hard, but like you need to do opposites. If you're benching a lot, you need.
So that's why,
You know.
for a long time, I tried to do this. Well, I'm trying to get out onto your fingers so that I can connect this. You know what I mean?
I'm following you. He's trying to.
It still doesn't work. Yeah, but he's really good at it. He's really good at it. He's really good at it.
Don't touch my hand.
Yeah.
You don't touch it.
Just hold it.
Yeah.
Hold it, love it, caress it.
There's a thick hand, man. I mean, in my head, you never know.
Just like that, it's not that.
It's just never
I
been that
mean,
way.
bro, all the time.
The mouse is on the right hand, okay?
Okay.
I would be the best fucking arm wrestler in the world.
Yes and no. Like as much as I've worked, I can't imagine it as
Things
like
gyro.
just you've
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Once I do a lot of
It's
those.
also like the day of
I have a
the
little
week
ring that
times, like we could pull Monday, a little Sunday.
How I said how much I've been doing this week too, so.
Yeah.
But it's not like very
I
long.
found that out.
It's just, I also know myself, like my left is my guinea pig, or it's my way of knowing things. And it's just not that case on the left, you know what I mean? There's just things that I feel,
Isn't it right, you mean?
yeah, they're just so different that it's hard to say. You know what I mean? It's not this one glaring thing that I'm dealing with that's different.
If you're gonna
Because
get the
there's
rice,
no,
get it
my left is
possible.
So if you're,
sitting.
like, you're top.
Yeah, I think they're
top,
all 25 pound
Yeah.
bag.
Why practice so
Okay.
much on strap?
Because it's gonna get there.
I remember.
Regardless if I like to or
Yeah,
not.
probably.
And if I'm
Good.
not,
I thought you were gonna say something like,
Somebody holding.
rice is better for your hand.
I feel very comfortable most times outside. And most of my wins come from outside. So that's why I'm not really worried about it. Yeah, exactly.
You gotta get Jasmine rice.
I'm wondering if I just need
Gotta be
to
longer and can't be short.
bang it.
Yeah,
And
that's
just
funny.
leave it. Because I can arm wrestle a long
Guy,
time.
like,
But that may just be me,
like,
that
I
I'm
was telling him about the rice bucket,
Right.
right?
Somebody hooks all
And,
the time,
I'm like
maybe
doing
not.
it, you know, on video and stuff.
Okay,
Doing
so-
that to Joseph.
He's like, why do you do it so easily? Like,
Yeah.
I can't do it like that. He's like, it's because you use short grades.
Let's see if I can slow you down.
Less resistance.
With
I'm like, yeah, you figured it out.
I don't want you to go on to
Short
me,
grade rice.
but I don't want you to let me. Same thing like you were doing
I
with
had
the
to
left.
actually keep going.
It's just don't like crack me, you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna go inside and I don't know how it's gonna end
Oh,
up.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
If you can bring me to here,
Yep.
that's enough. Then I'm good with that. Never mind. Guys are both arm wrestling. Okay, you tell me when.
I mean, I can be both. I can be both. I interpret on my. If they set me, then I'm okay with being.
Let's do this. Let's do close your thumbs, close your hands. Okay. Okay. Open your hand.
It kind of sucks. I haven't had a super match.
Yep, like a ref, like a wrestler. Close your
Yeah,
thumbs,
sick.
close your hands.
I just don't know which would be my go-to lane if I was, you know.
It's almost like we're like, I think all of us are so new, we don't really know.
And I probably
10 years
need
from now,
to
what
do
we're
that,
gonna do.
because I feel like I'm fighting your strength, I
Yeah.
probably do, try to do this.
For sure. For sure. That's another reason why I don't like fighting there is
When
because
I
there's too
pull
many.
Scott,
Like, I was
Yeah.
always told.
Yeah.
he's such
Exactly,
just a chop
exactly.
guy,
But
that
if you're
the
gonna be
only
hooked
thing I
at
can
it,
do is
that's
really
all.
quick proning.
Really
Once,
with people.
once I have him here,
No, what it is,
Yeah.
is,
I'm like, when I go in here, like, it just.
It's not even-
I don't
it's
feel
not even
any
this.
power at all.
It's-
And my wrist is, like, okay. well,
Yeah,
you're
that's
gonna-
it.
if you can get me outside, if you can get someone outside their shoulder that's chopping, it is so much harder for me to press you like this than press you like, oh, for sure.
I just can't, like,
obviously, like,
like
you
all
won't
this.
let me,
Right.
then I've already won, you're right.
Right, it's
But
shoulder to
holy
shoulder.
shit.
I'm not like that.
Oh, yeah.
I can fight.
The other thing always hurts.
Let's do
Go ahead.
something with it.
I can fight like this,
I always do
like outside my shoulder a little
You're
bit.
kind of outside your shoulder.
Because it's
but
not
you're
really a-
also holding
Right, it's not really a press to me. Like this is like a hook, a drag hook that you would use. It's just that I have no drag, I'm literally just pushing.
Starting to try to
So,
implement it, but I just don't like
Spencer.
it.
Yes.
Is like, he literally.
Yes, it's a
I
pivot,
feel
it's a
like,
pivot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because Joseph did that for you.
I can try that, I'm not very
You
good
know
at
what I
that.
tried?
So,
And so
I
like the
think
first
for
round,
him,
I
like,
was
that's
just
all he
like,
had to do.
Yeah.
It's not, oh, it actually
No.
works. and he
But-
I've
tried.
never been a like straight chop guy. Like I said, I usually.
I was very-
flex
That first
my
round,
wrist,
like,
drag
yeah,
my
yeah.
Oh, I was
arm
like,
out,
I was a little like,
but I couldn't
okay,
contain-
probably not.
It's the
Because
wrist,
that dude was
and it's
just-
because you were trying to, you had a bit of his
When Kevin
hand.
started talking
If I would've
about
fought Spencer,
Joseph, and like right here, I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, like
because
Joseph got really old school.
bang!
And then after.
Bang! You know what I mean?
Literally had a
Just
single
fuck
hand.
around that little muscle.
Not low hand top roll.
No,
Just
sorry.
grab
Not
him.
like-
Just
like-
fucking-
like wrench style.
As
literally
soon,
is
yes,
what I
because
do
as
for
soon as it wins, do it, what's gonna open?
Yeah.
My arm, once this opens, dude,
Okay, once I have him there.
no, I need going into the other rounds. Once you've broken somebody's openness, it only gets easier. It's the same thing as a wrist. You've ever heard of somebody say, once the wrist gets taken, it's done forever? It's the same thing as the arm. If you are statically holding as hard as you can, and someone opens your shit,
That's a ballsy.
it's gonna start opening. It's gonna continue to open. Yeah, and I thought you beat Spencer just because he's so long.
He is, man.
I wanna try, actually, I wanna try the way you beat your opponent. See if it,
Literally.
yeah, tell me if this is stronger than my top.
Against somebody.
Because I've always wondered if I should do this. I just don't. I feel like there's no way I'm not going to the straps.
Yeah.
Like this is just a dead way to go to the straps. My question is maybe I should just do this in the straps.
Yeah,
Ready?
he's really good. He's been that.
Yeah. Way
A
stronger.
year ago.
Just I have no hand control.
Literally just.
That's what I mean by holding on.
Did.
See what I mean?
And I can't.
Exactly. So don't hold on to me.
Yeah.
Don't hold
Don't
on.
hold on.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Exactly. Make it easy on you.
Yeah, which I did with
When I was
like, we
younger.
slept
Oh,
every
okay.
time.
Okay, I
There
couldn't
were
remember.
guys that had-
I wanna see if
Yeah,
it's
oh,
fit.
yeah, weed slips.
And they were like, yeah, I got a lane on it. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
well, you do, then maybe I could. Yeah, I don't know now.
Spencer has gotten so
I
much
don't know
better.
now.
He really has.
Yeah.
So much better. And it's all because of Justin. All because of Justin. And you know why, Justin? You know, I put him through a week training program.
Did you?
Yeah, and then when he came out, no one can fucking touch him now. Big ass. He's so strong, dude. He came over here and was waxing Tim, left-handed, like nobody's business. Dude, he's such a beast, though. Like somebody that almost fought in the NFL, you know what I mean? Like he's gonna be a strong dude.
See, there's no way you can top the world. It's just like.
Well, and not only that, I feel the exact
Were you
same.
really?
I don't feel any different. Like I don't feel like.
That's nuts.
I just feel like I set up the same
Well, wait,
too much.
you
I think I have muscle. I have muscle.
I've been this.
I think I've dialed in a muscle memory of arm wrestling weaker people and letting them have whatever they want so that I can just let them work. And now that's how I drop up in competition.
I just didn't like.
Because there is no cheating that's going on
Because
here.
I
I have not done a single thing to try to manipulate
anything.
anything.
On everybody.
But I feel
I'm
comfortable.
like, I don't even like you guys.
And then when we get to it, like, you know what I mean? Because that's what I'm saying is because I don't feel any different. So like this is how I would set up.
I got 3 touchdowns. What did y'all
I don't
do?
know.
What it looks like.
I don't know.
I at least put my shit in.
And I'm
We're like
It
trying
just
to
doesn't
practice
feel
when
that.
everyone's half-assing, I'm like, we're gonna fail.
I also can't get any higher in
There's
the
like nothing I can do.
We're gonna go, yeah, I may be in yours.
Yeah, that's why I like wrestling, because like, if you lost, you knew.
Still, look how low I am. You know what I mean? It's just weird.
I was
To
actually
me,
good.
everyone tells me to set up over here.
When I did lose, I was kind of.
I don't think that it makes me stronger.
And I was like, in
Yeah,
my
but they'll
mind.
move us
I was
back
just
because we'll
sweet.
constantly be worried.
Our forearm length is pretty close to
I
it.
didn't warm up or anything.
What time is it? We're getting close to like 5:45, 5:30.
Raging Cage, like,
I'll tell you.
Like,
and
right?
then
Oh,
5:47 actually did it for like 6 months.
We got 15
Oh, shit.
minutes left, boys. Okay. Just once again, tell me if it's strong.
You're tough until you start doing that.
I'm gonna try doing what Spencer does, the outside the straps thing. I just
Why?
don't know.
It doesn't even matter if you win, man, because you're still getting beat up most of the time. That's how my dad explained it to
I
me.
feel like I won, but I still feel like I
I was
lost.
getting into it, and he was like, "You really want to do like MMA type stuff?" I was like, "Yeah, like really."
That was the first time I ever been to
Like,
you.
it's-
I don't know whether or not you let me,
No, no,
but.
no, I didn't.
You know, like,
I mean, I just.
You know,
but,
even if you win, most of the time you get your ass kicked.
It is.
still.
Then the
I
drag.
kind of sat there and thought about that, and I was like, yeah, you're right.
Okay, so
You're getting hit.
try to stop
Unless I
that.
get like a lucky knockout, but I didn't know that, you're getting hit.
You know how many?
I was like, I'm good, I don't
You know
know.
how many fights in the UFC
Oh,
go in
man.
the hospital, they're like laying next to each other in the hospital?
Oh, I'm sure a bunch, man.
Even though one lost.
Because I really do feel like you're gonna be able to.
Did you see
Like, I
that?
feel like it's gonna be a lot easier than I think.
Did you see the slap fight?
I think you gave me too much at the very beginning and then I took
Remember
it.
Khaled?
I'm pretty good at that, dude.
Yeah, whatever guy he is.
African looking dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
see?
got slapped.
The moment
By the
that
other guy,
I
he just fell right
do
down.
get to a point, it is
I didn't see
meditative.
it. Did this just come
That's
out?
it.
Which I don't experience in
I
other
never
people.
do it.
Fuck pulled you in.
I'm not letting
I
my
started
man
paying
slap the shit out of me.
Coach, you should do slap box. I'm like, that's asking for a concussion. Like, I don't
It's crazy because people are starting to
Shit
associate
like
slaps
this,
with arm wrestling.
Yeah.
It's
I feel like you learn a lot about
Dude, I will
yourself.
break my arm all day over getting
Arm wrestling
knocked
Just
out.
to stand there
is
and let
learning
it.
about
Yeah,
yourself.
you don't get
It is, it's all about yourself.
It's finding like the
Right, finding
right.
food.
If somebody's weight out of your
That's
weight
it,
class,
that's all
either
out.
up or down, it's
Yeah.
harder to do anything.
Finding your
Well, not
limits is the
out,
most
but-
important part of arm wrestling.
He's
It's the only one you can do
And
it.
if you don't,
Hold
ooh,
on. Did you see this?
damn.
Dude, slap boxing is
Khaled.
that's the stupidest.
Yeah.